the way that you guys came back out of the break against Utah.
Yeah. I didn't think it was a super high-level game. I thought we played good, well enough to win, no question. And I think that's going to be a bit of a tune-up for what we're going to see tonight. So I'm glad that when we have that one under our belt, I don't think it was as physical by either team as what we're going to see tonight. So I think that'll be the challenge, is to up the physicality.
Coach, when you look at Vegas, having played them earlier in the year, you watch any of their games recently and you see any differences in things, the way they're approaching it?
I don't think so. I think they've tightened it up. Early, it's a little loose. We scored a few goals against them in that last game. Probably you're not going to find that time and space this time of the year. They're just a solid team throughout the lineup, big and strong. It's going to be a physical, and I don't necessarily mean they're not a team that's going to run you necessarily, but puck battles, going to the net, boxing out, trying to get to their net. These are the physical battles that we'll see. They're just, obviously one of the best teams in the league.
When you look back to those two games, is it hard to find certain takeaways when both the win for you guys and the loss were both kind of lopsided?
No, I think there was a few things we did better in the win. I think we stretched them out a little bit and got out of the zone. So, that's not going to change. I think we've been doing that better as a team. But they'll be ready for us. It'll be tight. There won't be a lot of room. It'll be competitive. So we know how they play. They have a pretty predictable game, and it's a good one.
Looking at the group this morning, saw Juice, back out there, looking like probably the same group as you saw against Utah.
Yeah, same lineup. Yeah.
So there's, right at the end there, LA Kings head coach Jim Hiller with a preview of our next segment, which is the lineups. No changes for the LA Kings. And also, if you happen to be familiar with what the Golden Knights lined up like last game, it's the same lineup for them too. We're going to go in more detail when we come back as LA Kings game night continues. It's the Los Angeles Kings and rival Vegas tonight at Crypto.com Arena in downtown LA. We're back with more on the ESPN LA Kings Radio Network.
Hey, Cappy, we got to talk about Prize Picks. You got me into this. I love it. I play it every single night in almost every single sport. And for those of you listening out there, it's very simple. There's a stat line for a particular player in one of those sports, and it's as simple as more or less. You pick more, you pick less on that stat line. You win up to 100 times your money on Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks. And it's the best way to get sports action in over 30 states, including right here in California.
So here's what you do. You download the Prize Picks app. You use the code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. You get that $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. And right now, with baseball, football, basketball, soccer, and hockey going, now is a great time to play Prize Picks, George.
And again, Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. You can join over 10 million users and sign up today. Man, it's amazing. You can get your money in as quick as 15 minutes once you win.
And you're going to win. And by the way, if you don't win, don't blame me, okay? Because you're better at it than I am. Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app. Use our code CAPPY. Make that $5 play. Get that $50 bonus. Prize Picks. Run your game.
RadNet is California's leader in high-quality, cost-effective radiology services with a statewide network of outpatient imaging centers. Each center offers state-of-the-art equipment, providing patients, physicians, and payers the latest advancements, including AI tools for breast, lung, and prostate screenings. RadNet has been a long-standing partner with the Kings for over 25 years. With locations across the state, RadNet makes radiology care convenient for you. To find a location near you, call 1-800-2-RADNET or visit us at radnetimaging.com.
Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel is California's premier entertainment destination. See world-class performances at Yamava Theater all year long, like the queen of hip-hop and soul, Mary J. Blige, on March 3rd. See Journey, one of the most popular rock bands in the world, on March 16th. And don't miss a chance to see legendary singer-songwriter James Taylor take the stage on May 8th. Buy your tickets today at YamavaTheater.com or at the casino box office. Must be 21 and winner. Please gamble responsibly.
Join the LA Kings for Japanese Heritage Night on Monday, February 24th versus the Vegas Golden Knights. Get a ticket pack and score a Japanese Heritage New Era beanie. Don't miss out. Ticket packs available now at lakings.com.
LA Kings hockey is on ESPN LA.
Back to more of LA Kings Game Night. Right here on the ESPN LA Kings Radio Network.
Welcome back to LA Kings Game Night here at Crypto.com Arena in downtown Los Angeles. A busy weekend carries over to a not-so-busy Monday night in the National Hockey League. Kings and Golden Knights, one of just 2 games going on in the NHL tonight. The other out in Winnipeg. It's the San Jose Sharks and the Winnipeg Jets. They are playing tonight. That's the only other game in the National Hockey League going on tonight. And so not a ton of scores to keep an eye on, but the Sharks and the Jets are tied 1-1 as overtime begins in Winnipeg. So we will keep an eye on that game, see how things unfold at the Canada Life Center up in Manitoba. Kings and the Golden Knights getting ready for puck drop coming up just after 7:30 Pacific tonight. That's coming up in about the next 10-15 minutes or so. But as we resume action here on LA Kings Game Night, we'll talk about tonight's lineups for the 3rd place LA Kings and the 1st place Vegas Golden Knights. And some news and notes surrounding both teams. The Knights, 34-17-6, first place in the Pacific Division under third-year head coach Bruce Cassidy and his staff. That also includes former NHLer Joel Ward, played for the Capitals and the Sharks, and former LA Kings coach John Stevens. He is the lead assistant on Bruce Cassidy's staff. Cassidy spent a number of years with the Boston Bruins organization, came over to Vegas a couple of seasons ago, and helped the Golden Knights win the Stanley Cup over the Florida Panthers in 2023. Last year finished 4th in the Pacific Division, lost to Dallas in 7 games in the first round, but they're currently in first place going toe-to-toe at the top of the Pacific Division with the Edmonton Oilers, who are idle tonight. Edmonton has lost 3 in a row. The Knights have won 3 in a row. So each with 57 games played and 34 wins. The Knights lead the Oilers by just 2 points with a couple of overtime losses under their belts as well. 74 points for Vegas, 72 for Edmonton, 67 for the Kings. They've got 3 games in hand over the Knights and the Oilers. A couple of players remain on the injured reserve for Vegas, including forwards Cole Schwindt, William Karlsson, who had 30 goals last year for the Knights in his 8th year. He's one of the original Golden Misfits from that first-year team back in 2018 that beat the Kings in the first round. William Karlsson getting closer and closer to playing. Talking with some folks from the Golden Knights, they think he's going to be available within the next couple of weeks. But Karlsson and Schwindt remain on the IR. They've had some transactions between the NHL and American Hockey League Henderson Silver Knights. Brendan Brisson and Alexander Holtz both down, and up looking for his first career goal and point in the National Hockey League tonight, Raphael Lavoie. First year with the Golden Knights since he was claimed off waivers from Edmonton, then reclaimed by the Oilers, and then reclaimed again by Vegas right afterwards. He's up to play his 6th NHL game tonight with Vegas. He's currently Henderson's leading goal scorer in the American League, but now in game number 6 tonight, looking for his first career point. Lineup for the Golden Knights as follows. Ivan Barbashev is on the top line with Jack Eichel, finished in 2nd place in a silver medal with Team USA at 4 Nations, and Victor Olofsson is on the right wing on that top line. 2 assists in his last 3 games, but no goals in his last 9. He's looking to snap that drought tonight, paired with Barbashev and Eichel. Second line, well, they're giving a lot of ice time to the 6'4" forward Lavoie. He's on the left wing, paired with the veteran Tomas Hertl, and then another young goal scorer, Pavel Dorofeev. The 24-year-old leads the Golden Knights in goal scoring this year with a career-high 23 goals. Recent acquisition and 2-time Stanley Cup champion with the Chicago Blackhawks, Brandon Saad, is on the third line with Brett Howden, who's had 16 goals this year. That's a career high for him. And the captain, Mark Stone, who's got 10 points in his last 10 games. 1 gold medal at 4 Nations with Kings defenseman Drew Doughty. On the fourth line, it's former LA King Tanner Pearson, who is 2 games away from 700 in his NHL career. Nick Waz in the middle, and Keegan Colasar on the right wing to round out Vegas' forward group. On the blue line, Nick Hague is with Alex Pietrangelo, Noah Hannafin with Zach Whitecloud, and former King Braden McNabb is with the young defenseman Caden Korzak. As the Knights are expected to turn back to another gold medalist with Canada, Aiden Hill didn't play in any of the games of the 4 Nations face-off, and he's used that to fuel himself coming back to Vegas. He had a career-high 35 starts and 19 wins last year, already 21 wins for the Knights this season. He is starting between the pipes for Bruce Cassidy and the Vegas Golden Knights. For the LA Kings, 30-17-7, third place in the Pacific Division. Nobody currently on the IR for Los Angeles, and as we heard from head coach Jim Hiller in the last segment, no changes. Forward lines as follows. Alex Turcotte is with Anze Kopitar and Adrian Kempe. Anze Kopitar currently with 39 points in 34 career games against the Golden Knights. Again, the franchise is only 8 years old. But Anze Kopitar is the NHL's all-time scoring leader against the franchise from Las Vegas, Nevada. He centers the Kings' top line tonight. Kevin Fiala, 2 goals away from 200 in his NHL career, and 6 goals in his last 5, is on the second line with Quinton Byfield and Alex Laferriere, who scored on Saturday as well. Warren Fogle is with Philip Deneau and Trevor Moore. And then the fourth line, just the 2 forwards on this one, Tanner Jeannot and Trevor Lewis, rounding out the 11 forwards for LA tonight. They'll go back to the 11-7 format. 7 defensemen for the Kings. Mikey Anderson's back with Vlad Gavrikov, Joel Edmondson, and Drew Doughty, who were phenomenal for LA on Saturday, combined for a goal and 4 assists in that game. Edmondson was a +2. Doughty was a +3 with his first goal of the season. That's the second pairing for the Kings. And the third pairing, Jacob Bovarari, is with Jordan Spence once again, as the Kings return to Darcy Kemper once again between the pipes. 17-6-6 this season. 9-1-1 in this building. He's won 7 straight starts here at Crypto.com Arena in downtown Los Angeles. So it's the Kings, 3rd place in the Pacific, 30-17-7 with 54 games played. That's the fewest in the National Hockey League. Going up against the Vegas Golden Knights, who they do have 3 games in hand against, but currently lead the Pacific Division at 34-17-6. Kemper versus Hill, Hiller versus Cassidy, Los Angeles versus Vegas, as we wrap up tonight's edition of LA Kings Game Night. Thanks for sticking with us. We'll be back with more coming up in just a bit. Stick around for the intermission reports. We'll have Zach Dooley later on. We'll have a very brief post-game wrap-up. No full post-game show tonight on Kings Talk. But don't worry, we've got Celebrity Game Hall of Famer Darrell Evans, who joins us after this, and we'll take you straight to Puck Drop as the Kings and the Golden Knights meet for the 3rd time this season here in downtown LA. We're back with more after this on the ESPN LA Kings Radio Network.
You've been listening to Kings Game Night with a look at the Kings' upcoming game. Be sure to join us immediately after the game for Kings Talk. Call in again with your questions and comments at 888-961-ESPN.
And here is Moore in front of give and go. And a score! How many times have we seen that play down low this season?
Stay tuned for Kings Hockey right here on the ESPN LA Kings Radio Network.
Hey, Cappy, we got to talk about Prize Picks. You got me into this. I love it. I play it every single night in almost every single sport. And for those of you listening out there, it's very simple. There is a stat line for a particular player in one of those sports, and it's as simple as more or less. You pick more, you pick less on that stat line. You win up to 100 times your money on Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks. And it's the best way to get sports action in over 30 states, including right here in California.
So here's what you do. You download the Prize Picks app. You use the code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. You get that $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. And right now, with baseball, football, basketball, soccer, and hockey going, now is a great time to play Prize Picks, George.
And again, Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. You can join over 10 million users and sign up today. Man, it's amazing. You can get your money in as quick as 15 minutes once you win.
And you're going to win. And by the way, if you don't win, don't blame me, okay? Because you're better at it than I am. Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app. Use our code CAPPY. Make that $5 play. Get that $50 bonus. Prize Picks. Run your game.
RadNet is California's leader in high-quality, cost-effective radiology services with a statewide network of outpatient imaging centers. Each center offers state-of-the-art equipment, providing patients, physicians, and payers the latest advancements, including AI tools for breast, lung, and prostate screenings. RadNet has been a long-standing partner with the Kings for over 25 years. With locations across the state, RadNet makes radiology care convenient for you. To find a location near you, call 1-800-2-RADNET or visit us at radnetimaging.com.
At Children's Hospital Los Angeles, groundbreaking research meets unparalleled expertise. It's where care is 100% tailored to kids. Every specialist, every room, every innovation revolves around one thing: your child's unique needs. CHLA's world-class experts pioneer groundbreaking cures that set the standard nationwide and have been providing the best care for kids in California for more than 124 years. Whether it's for routine care or a life-saving need, families turn to CHLA when the outcomes matter. Find a doctor at chla.org. Did you know that Crypto.com is the official crypto platform of the LA Kings? That's right. But did you also know that Crypto.com is the world's fastest growing crypto app with over 100 million users worldwide? You heard that right. Over 100 million users worldwide. Now with the Crypto.com app, you can easily buy and sell more than 350 cryptocurrencies only with the Crypto.com app. Download it now at the App Store or Google Play. That's the Crypto.com app, and remember, fortune favors the brave. Go Kings, go.
This is the ESPN LA Kings radio network.
ESPN LA and the Los Angeles Kings are proud to present the ESPN LA Kings radio network.
Centering pass by Fiala. Block. Fiala gets it back to the net. Can he shoot? Yes! Score! What an effort!
Every game heard this season with just one tap on the all-new ESPN LA app. Just search ESPN LA in your App Store or Google Play. Download, tap, bam!
You've got LA Kings hockey.
And now it's time for another exciting game of LA Kings hockey.
LA Kings hockey is on ESPN LA.
The LA Kings are brought to you by Toyota. We make it easy. And Vivid Seats. We now go ringside for LA Kings hockey.
From Kryptonaut Arena in downtown Los Angeles, two bitter Pacific Division rivals face off in what could likely be a Stanley Cup Playoff Series preview as the Los Angeles Kings host the first place Vegas Golden Knights. Hi everyone, I'm Josh Schaefer, joined by former Kings winger who is ringside tonight. The Kings erased multiple deficits Saturday against Utah, went on to win the game 5-3 in their first game back from the Four Nations 2-week break. But now, with the first place Vegas Golden Knights coming to town, Daryl, we listened to what Jim Hiller said earlier in the pregame show and what he told us this morning. When you look back at that game, it almost seems like with Vegas coming to town, Saturday was kind of a tune-up game. Got to figure out how to get better tonight against Vegas.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Even Vegas themselves, and talking to a couple of their guys, they're looking to get better as well. You know, every team went through the same thing during the break. A little bit of rust, getting the timing down. Vegas played in a tight game against Vancouver the other night, but they know that they're going to also play against a team with a little bit more desperation in the Kings. There's a lot at stake between these two teams. They play a competitive style of hockey, a lot of similarities between the two teams, and it's going to matter of who's going to be able to execute better. Vegas, they come in here, a great record against the Pacific Division, 15-2-1 against the Pacific Division. Kings on home ice, 18-3-2. Those two statistics come together here. Something's got to give. I don't think we're going to see the scoring that we saw in the first two games of the series, but I expect to be a lot of intensity down here at ice level.
Yeah, the first two times these two teams met, very lopsided. 6 goals for the winning side in each one. October 22nd in Las Vegas, it was 6-1 Knights. It got ugly. And then a couple of days later here in LA, it ended up being 6-3 Kings, but at one point, that game was 6-1. I mean, that game, Vegas was out of it in the third period, scored a couple of late goals, make it look a little bit better. Daryl, it seems like it's impossible to have a game like that here tonight. We've got two of the top 6 defensive teams in the National Hockey League.
Yeah, these teams are going to pay attention to detail in their game, and they're going to play a patient game. I think they're going to look for the opposition to break down and make a mistake. I don't think either team's going to try to go out and win this game from the drop of the puck. You're going to have to be real strategic, stay out of the box. Vegas comes in the least penalized team in the NHL, 5.5 minutes per game. The Kings 16th in that regard, 8.1 minutes per game. So you can't afford to take any unnecessary penalties. If you're taking a penalty, it better be negating a scoring chance. So that'll be an important part of the game, playing the game at 5-on-5. You do play 5-on-5, Kings hold an edge in that department. They've scored more goals 5-on-5. The goal differential for them is almost double that of what the Vegas Golden Knights are. So Kings would like to keep this game 5-on-5 as much as they can.
Daryl, we've spent a lot of time talking about how good Kevin Fiala has been as of late. He's been terrific. 8 points in his last 5 games, including 6 goals. He's now leading the team with 7 power play goals on the year. Helped snap that drought the other day. How good has he been, and how important has he been to this Kings team these last couple of weeks?
Yeah, a huge boost for the Kings. You know, the Kings now with points, 4-0-1 in their last 5 games. But Kevin Fiala, you talked about 6 goals in his last 5 games, 15 points in his last 13 games, plus 5 in his last 5 games as well. He's playing a complete game. He's also had 20 shots on goal. That's one thing in his game. He's had more of a shot mentality. When Kevin's playing the way he is right now, he's a menace to have to defend against. And Vegas is going to have their hands full with him. He's got his legs moving. He can make guys take penalties against him. He's had a lot of scoring chances. His goal total should probably be higher than what it is right now. But right now, Kevin Fiala is where the Kings like to see him play. He's leading the charge offensively.
Daryl, the Knights have won 3 straight. They're in first place for a reason. They're well structured. They've got a lot of talent. What do you like about the Knights?
I like the size that they have on defense. A lot of big bodies out there, a lot of reach. They play a physical style of hockey. They stay out of the box. They've got a very potent power play. They got guys that can shoot the puck. Jack Eichel, who leads them on the power play with 24 power play points. He's lethal. You look at the statistics on the power play. Vegas has got 37 power play goals to 19 of the Kings, almost twice as many. So again, special teams, you got to stay out of it. But Vegas is a complete team. They're deep, and there's no weaknesses throughout their lineup.
Well, it's the Kings, third place at 30-17-7 in the Pacific Division, and the first place, 34-17-6. Vegas Golden Knights, two bitter Pacific Division rivals facing off in what could very likely be a Stanley Cup playoffs first-round matchup in just a few months' time. Kings, Knights, we'll take a break. Puck Drop is coming up next here in downtown Los Angeles on the ESPN LA Kings Radio Network.
In the heart of Los Angeles, a legacy of greatness takes the ice, and in the courtrooms, where passion meets precision and every moment counts. Kings fans deserve a winning team on and off the ice. CD Law fights for justice like the Kings fight for victory. CD Law is the official law firm of the Los Angeles Kings. Winning, it's what we do. Visit cd-lawyers.com for a free consultation. That's cd-lawyers.com.
Did you know that Crypto.com is the official crypto platform of the LA Kings? That's right. But did you also know that Crypto.com is the world's fastest growing crypto app with over 100 million users worldwide? You heard that right. Over 100 million users worldwide. Now with the Crypto.com app, you can easily buy and sell more than 350 cryptocurrencies only with the Crypto.com app. Download it now at the App Store or Google Play. That's the Crypto.com app, and remember, fortune favors the brave. Go Kings, go. Are you going to the movies this weekend? Totally unlimited movies have arrived at Regal with Regal Unlimited, the perfect pass for movie lovers like you. See all the movies you want as many times as you want while also enjoying 10% off concessions. Use the Regal app to become an unlimited subscriber today. Regal is a proud sponsor of the Los Angeles Kings.
This journey moves us. It moves us towards a healthier future. It's where setbacks lead to comebacks, where a little humanity goes a long way, and a lot of it can achieve practically anything. This journey is measured not in days, but in lives changed, families cared for, communities strengthened. Because to change what healthcare can be, there's only one direction to go. Well ahead, Blue Shield of California.
710 ESPN.
Moments away from puck drop at Crypto.com Arena in downtown LA. It's the Kings and the Vegas Golden Knights, a Pacific Division rivalry tonight in the Southland. It's time for tonight's starting goaltenders here in downtown LA. First for the visiting Vegas Golden Knights, Ilya Samsonov starts for Vegas. 15-7-2 this season, 272 goals against average, save percentage at .897 for the 27-year-old from Russia. He's opposed by Darcy Kemper, who has been outstanding for the LA Kings this season. 17-6-6, 222 goals against average, save percentage at .918. He is 9-1-1 in this building and has won 7 straight games here at Crypto.com Arena. It's Kemper in the net to our right for Los Angeles, and Samsonov in the net to our left for Vegas. Lines are set. Kopitar set to take the draw for the Kings against Nick Waugh for the Golden Knights. The puck drops. Kopitar wins it, and we are underway here in downtown Los Angeles. Drew Doughty back to get it for the Kings, slots it back around the wall for Kopitar. It was cut off by Waugh, leaves it for the former King Tanner Pearson, and then drops it back behind the Kings' goal. Around to the near wall, Turcotte tries to force it forward and cannot. Held in by Waugh, who shoots it back around the wall in the LA zone, where it's intercepted by Edmondson. He'll sling it out to center ice. Knights collect in their own zone, moving left to right across the center of the ice. They chip it deep into the Kings' zone, where it's picked up by LA. Doughty has it near circle, sends it forward, tipped on up the right wing. Now the Kings look to enter with Kempe, till he's run into by Noah Hannafin, loses the puck and sends it forward to Nick Waugh. Kings chop it away at the blue line and then send it down the ice. Turcotte speeds after it. Hannafin going to get there first for the Knights and scoop it up in his own end. Knights in the road, whites tonight, white buckets, white jerseys, the steel, gray, and gold striping. Gray pants moving left to right to the offensive zone. Eichel shoots. Shoulder saved by Kemper, who pokes it away from the near post. Kings will slot it free, and now Trevor Moore for LA. Lifts it right to left through the neutral zone, looking for Warren Fogle, and now the Knights take over at their own line. Sending it into the Kings zone up the left wing. Chased down by Mikey Anderson. Chops it behind the goal to Trevor Moore. And now the Kings turning back the other direction. Right to left into the neutral zone, donning the home black jerseys tonight. Black from head to toe with a white and silver striping moving from right to left. And now the Knights take over with Eichel.
In the neutral zone, things really tight right now. The Kings have yet to be able to connect on a pass. Vegas, their defense is standing up, forcing the play early.
Now they step back in, right side, and saucer pass up top is intercepted by the Kings with Fiala. Leaves it for Byfield. He rumbles down the middle, gives it to Fiala left wing, had it poked off his stick by Caden Korzak, and now the Knights back into the neutral zone. Saad was looking for it along with Stone, who lost it to Byfield, who shoots it up the right wing wall. It sailed over the Knights bench and into the tunnel that heads back to the Vegas locker room.
Yeah, good challenge there by Korzak. He did a really good job one-on-one with Fiala. Fiala was trying to get a little bit of space, pull up, and allow the defense to maybe catch up and get involved in the play. But because of Korzak closed on him so quickly, he denied the penetration, stopped the play, and allowed Vegas to be able to regroup defensively, denying any offensive threat by the Kings.
Now face-off back in the LA zone. Byfield wins the draw back from Overari, sends it behind the Kings net, and LA looking to break out right to left. Lifted forward toward the Kings bench. LaFerriere and Byfield each got a touch to it, then lost it. Knights coming down the middle. Drop back, and Pietrangelo sends it in deep. Centered by Dorofeev, got blocked behind the goal. Karam's all the way up to the far point. And Nicholas Haig shoots it back deep. Dorofeev on it right corner. Leaves it back for Hertl, and then he pokes around the right wing. Hertl turns and shoots, tipped toward the goal, blocked in front by Moverari. He was taken away. Raphael Lavoie in front of the goal. And now Moverari picks it up for the Kings. He and Spence look to break out.
Nice job there by Fiala coming back deep. Nick Haig, the defender, was in. He was looking to jump on that loose puck, but Fiala was down below the hash marks. He was able to get the puck and get the Kings out of their own zone.
And now a loose puck chop between the circles in the Knights zone. Dorofeev banks it off the far wall, couldn't get it up. Held in by the Kings with Lewis. He shoots, it's sticked away by the goaltender Samsonov. And now the Kings chop it behind the goal. Fogle battling with Nicholas Haig, and the Knights defenseman chops it over a Kings defenseman, Doughty, and back to the LA zone. Doughty collects for the Kings, spinning away from one man in the Kings end, and now Edmondson fires it forward. It's deflected into the Knights zone by Janot, and the Kings will change. Vegas left to right out of their own zone. Kolasar stripped to the puck by Turcotte, who got checked by Juan, lost the puck at the red line, and now the Knights fire it deep. Braden McNabb, the former King, playing in today's game, just 2 games away from 800 in his NHL career. Started with Buffalo and then here to LA for a couple of years before getting picked up by Vegas. Korzak sends it deep. Kemper out of his net to get it. Plays it off the near glass and out to center. In comes Kempe left wing. Drops it back for Kopitar left circle. Into the Vegas zone. Kopitar hits the break. Sends it to the blue line. Moverari shoots. It's blocked away. Rebound for Kopitar. Around to Kempe far corner. Back to the blue line. Clark tiptoes. Winds. Shoots. It's blocked. And the Knights pick it up with Pearson. Sends it out to center ice. Up the left wing, fresh off the bench, battling for it. Eichel couldn't take it away from Clark, and now Moverari and Clark skated into the neutral zone and over the Knights line where Trevor Moore is offside with 16:02 to play in period 1.
Well, I see Brian Clark getting that puck just inside the blue line. A little bit of footwork moving laterally, trying to open up a shooting lane, but unfortunately wasn't able to get it through. Vegas did a really good job at holding their position. They had layers, not allowing Clark to be able to get that puck through. So sometimes, instead of looking towards to get it to the net, you put it off maybe the corner boards, have the puck bounce back out into the crease area where you've got some players on your own team.
Well, Kings want to neutralize straw and send it deep to the Knights zone. And now it's scooped up by Olofsson, trying to center it for Hanifin, the defenseman. Kings will take over at center ice with Moore. Drop back into the LA zone, the lefty-lefty D pairing of Gavrikov and Anderson. Been together most of this season so far. Kings turn it over, and now Barbashev shoots. It's blocked away by Gavrikov on a costly turnover in the Kings zone by Philip Deneau.
Good recovery there by the Kings as they got right back at it. And, you're going to make mistakes, but don't hesitate. Go right back in there, lead with your stick. That took away the lane. If you make a player makes a perfect play, so be it. But, again, limit the defensive errors in your own zone. Vegas right now, they've been very aggressive. They've been able to get their defense up in the attack. They've got 5 guys in the offensive zone. Kings forwards are going to have to come back a little bit deeper, and that first pass has to be clean. Kings have to find a way to get possession, carry the puck into the neutral zone. That'll allow them to spend more time in the offensive end.
Mark Stone steps up to the faceoff circle, wins it against Byfield, and Pietrangelo shoots wide of the right post. Rebound forward for LaFerriere. He and Byfield skate over. Byfield in, shoots! Glove saves Samsonov, and he'll hold on to the rebound with 15:26 to play in the period.
Yeah, not a lot of room, but the right mindset there by Byfield. Get that puck to the net, creates an offensive zone faceoff. LaFerriere, Fiala, Byfield. This line is starting to build some really good chemistry. And now with an offensive zone opportunity, Jim Hiller brings out Brant Clark. He and Doughty are back on the blue line, so the Kings are looking to create some offense on a one faceoff.
Yeah, two right-handed shooters who are certainly keen to shoot the puck often as Byfield steps up to the draw and couldn't win it straight back. Clark will hold it in left wing, try to give it to LaFerriere. Bouncing puck past Stone. Chopped forward and out of play. Kings are calling for a penalty. They're going to talk about it.
Yep, all the officials are coming together here, and they want to pull it away. The Kings are pretty adamant that it was knocked out by Vegas. Vegas, on the other hand, they're pleading their case saying no, but all the officials right now, I don't think anybody had a real good look on it, but they're talking about it.
Did you? You're ringside.
Not really. There's a couple of bodies skating in front, so I'm going to think that we got a penalty.
Vegas, number 14, 2 minutes for delay game.
And so a big one for Vegas as Haig was just trying to deflect it out of the air, ends up shooting it right out of play. And so with 15:19 to play in the first period, Kings going to have the first power play opportunity of the game. And Daryl, you mentioned this pregame. Knights don't take very many penalties. This is a very interesting one for them to take, and it ends up giving the Kings an early chance.
You can't sit there and say it was undisciplined. These are those penalties that are a bad break. The puck goes up over the glass. Again, 5.5 minutes per game. That's not a heck of a lot. A very disciplined hockey club. Kings power play did connect last game, going 1 for 2, but again, just one power play goal in their last 10 games, 1 for 16. We'll see whether the impact of having Doughty back on this one here continue the Kings' run on the power play.
So the Kings scored on Saturday. The Knights' road penalty kill, 29th out of 32 teams in the NHL, so they've struggled on the road. Kings win the faceoff, send it up top. Kopitar for Doughty in the middle. He shoots, it's deflected away. Rebound left wing, Kopitar at the circle. Along the wall, bank pass up top. Near point Doughty steps to the middle, gives it back to the captain left wing. Kopitar creeps in, cross ice pass, was looking for Kempe, who has to dive to hold it in, pokes it to the blue line, but Doughty was retreating toward the middle, and it's out to center ice. And now Doughty for the Kings in the LA zone. He'll turn and leave it for Kevin Fiala. He scored with a one-timer on the power play on Saturday. Brings it across for Kopitar, drops it back, and now LaFerriere left wing. He'll backhand it around the wall to Fiala right corner. He lets it go to Kempe. Up top, skates in across for Doughty. Couldn't shoot, then collects. Doughty left circle, tried to center. It was blocked, picked up by Vegas. And now Sod skates down the ice. Sends it to his left. Vegas in on a 2-on-1. Poked away by Kempe, the forward. Back to play defense, knocked it away from Howden. And now the Kings back the other way. Kopitar down the middle got checked. Fiala holds it in for a moment. Up in the air, he comes together with Sod right corner. And now Hannafin's on it. Pressured there by Moore. Gets deflected behind the goal. And now scooped up by Vegas. They'll skate left to right into the neutral zone with 45 seconds to go on the delay of game minor to Haig. Second unit coming out for LA. Fogle overskated the puck. That allows Vegas to scoop it up and skate out to center. Then they turned it over. Kings in right wing. Moore drops it back. Deneau holds it in right wing. Sends it deep for Moore in the corner. Has it knocked away by Hannafin. And now the Knights will clear it again.
Yeah, Vegas' penalty kill has been good against the Kings in the series. Only the 6th penalty they've taken against the Kings. Right now, the Kings 1 of 5 here with seconds left on here their 6th power play of the series.
Deneau up the right wing, and now Moore enters toward the right circle. Flicks it toward the front. Deneau gives it back to Moore. He shoots, saves Samsonov. The rebound jumped off of his shoulder, and he had to pounce on top of it at the top of the blue paint with 8 seconds to go on the Haig penalty.
I think when you look at Moore, when he let that shot go, the puck was a little bit out in front of him, so he wasn't able to get a lot on it. And I think maybe the speed of that shot coming at the goaltender, Samsonov wasn't able to read it. That's why it did bounce off his body, but he got help from his defense. Again, a big mobile defense for the Vegas Golden Knights, protected their goaltender, not allowing the Kings to get a second chance off the Moore shot.
So Deneau stays out to take the face-off right circle. 8 seconds left on the power play. Knights win it. McNabb sends it behind the goal, and now Jack Eichel out for the final seconds of the power play. He skates into the neutral zone, and Haig exits the Knights' penalty box and goes toward the Vegas bench. Instead, he'll stay on for a moment as the Kings look to break out of their own zone. Fogle Near wall. Shoots it into the far corner in the Vegas end. Haig out of the box will go get it. Pressured by Janot. Turned it over to Dunno, who sends it to the blue line. Got blocked. Then picked up Gavrikov. Shoots. Tipped wide by Janot. Put back in front by Fogle. Kings hold it in right point. Gavrikov shuffles it free. Dunno right circle. Centering pass. Tipped toward the goal. Saves Samsonov. And a pile up toward the blue paint. And finally a whistle with 12:50 remaining in the period. Well, the Kings come up empty on the early power play chance, and this game remains scoreless between Vegas and LA with 12:50 remaining in the first. We're back in a moment on the ESPN LA Kings Radio Network.
Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel is California's premier entertainment destination. See world-class performances at Yamava Theater all year long, like the queen of hip-hop and soul, Mary J. Blige, on March 3rd. See Journey, one of the most popular rock bands in the world, on March 16th. And don't miss a chance to see legendary singer-songwriter James Taylor take the stage on May 8th. Buy your tickets today at YamavaTheater.com or at the casino box office. Must be 21 and winner. Please gamble responsibly.
My name is Drew Robertson. I drive a Toyota Tacoma TRD off-road 4x4. I knew my truck was always going to be evolving to my needs for my travels. Ultimate dream is to do Alaska, the most northern point, and drive all the way down to Patagonia, the most southern. It's called the Pan America Trail. That's my ultimate vision, ultimate goal.
Today's the day for a great lease or a low APR on a new Tacoma 4x4. See all offers at Toyota.com. Then see your Toyota dealer today.
It's easy to buy or lease any new Toyota and easy to own one. Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care no-cost maintenance. You're covered for all normal factory scheduled service for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first. Performed by certified technicians using genuine Toyota parts. See your dealer for Toyota Care details and exclusions. Valid only in the continental U.S. and Alaska. We make it easy on you. Toyota, let's go places.
We are your sports station, 710 ESPN.
How's that?
Welcome back to Crypto.com Arena. Josh Schaefer, Darrell Evans. 12:50 remaining in the first period. No score. Kings and the Knights. Darrell, early power play chance for the Kings came up empty. What do you think?
Yeah, you know what? Very aggressive on the penalty kill. I know Vegas has struggled on the penalty kill on the road, but I think they also recognize that the Kings' power play's been struggling with just one goal in the last 10 games, so they were ultra aggressive on the Kings, and the Kings weren't really able to execute that play down low to get a grade A chance.
Right circle face-off in the Knights zone. Scrum for it. Kopitar takes it away. He's out there with Kempe and Byfield now, but the Knights will strip it away and start into the neutral zone. The big righty forward, Raphael Lavoie from Quebec, claimed earlier this season off waivers from Edmonton, right before, in the middle of the preseason. This is just his 6th NHL game of the season. He's still looking for his first point, but they are excited about what this young forward brings to the lineup. He's massive, he's fast, and he can shoot. Kings ice it here with 12. They wave it off last second. Byfield couldn't get to it, but now Lavoie. He and Byfield have played together for Canada in the past, and now back behind the Kings net. Lavoie battling for it against Jacob Moverari. These two have gone at length against each other in the American League. Pietrangelo left point. His shot blocked by Moverari. He's after it behind the goal, but it's picked up by the veteran forward Tomas Hertl. Bank pass up top. Korzak shoots, tipped, hit a body in front, and turned away by the Kings. Right wing Brandon Saad to the base of the right circle. Lefty forward centers, blocked in front by Moverari. Kings take it away, just get it out of the zone, and now up the right wing Fiala. Steps in by himself, hits the brakes, tries to keep the puck moving. Oh, he's checked hard into the wall. He was already down on his knees, and now the Knights will spin it out to center ice off the stick of Mark Stone.
Yeah, Fiala right there in that rush. He had no support. Vegas did a great job. An accordion-like effect, closing from the backside, taking away Fiala's options, not allow to wait and get somebody get involved from up high.
Kings in the O-zone, penalty coming up. Kemper out of the net, left wing Fiala shoots, saves Samsonov with traffic in front, and with 11:12 to play in the period, LA is going back to the power play.
Yeah, it's going to be a slashing call, and this time it's going to go against Mark Stone. Mark Stone not liking the call, but Vegas to the box, and Kings back on a man advantage.
2 minutes for slashing.
So the Kings here. Darrell, it's interesting. So many times it starts with a face-off win. The Kings did collect off the face-off on that first power play opportunity, but didn't get much going until the very end. What needs to change?
Shot mentality again. They tried to have it early, but Again, a little bit more direct, even from down low. Get the puck to the net. Break the penalty killers down, and you get them moving. The more stationary the penalty killers can remain, the easier it is for them to be able to kill a penalty.
So the power play goes to work again. The Kings just won for their last 16 on the power play over the last 10 games.
1 for 17. They missed one tonight now.
Well, 1 for 17 tonight. Yeah, they were 0 for 14 going into yesterday's game until the Fiala one-timer. Kings win the draw. To the blue line, it is Fiala. Sends it left wing for Kopitar. Back to Fiala at the left point. Center point Doughty over the right side. Kempe whiffed on a one-timer. Tries to keep it moving. Banks it up top for Doughty, who couldn't hold it in. Kings have to touch up. Fiala waits for everybody to get onside, but ends up being an offside anyway with Kopitar streaking over the blue line. So 1:43 to go on the penalty to Mark Stone, who sits for slashing.
And just a little bit ago, Keegan Kolasar broke open a smelling salt. And I'm telling you, I'm wired here in my spot here down on the ice. My nostrils got cleaned out by it. I don't know what he was doing. He had it right up against his nose, but I was about 7 feet back, and my eyes are watering.
Is he the one sitting right next to you now?
Not right next minute, he's not. No, thank God. Otherwise, I'd still be smelling it. I'll be awake for a week down here.
Bring some of that up here.
I know. You sound like you're sleeping. Come on, get in the game up there.
Neutralized face-off won by the Knights. They'll send it deep to the Kings zone. 1:35 to go on the power play with the captain, Mark Stone, sitting in the Knights' penalty box. Kings right to left out of their own zone. Kopitar over the red line. Sends it right wing. It got deflected on its way through to Kempe, so that allowed the Knights to slow it down and send it the other way.
Yeah, the advantage of having guys like Eichel on the ice in a penalty kill, a guy who plays a lot on the power play, you know the instincts of the power play unit, that allowed him to step in and intercept that pass.
Right wing Kempe to the circle, shoots, blocked in front, rebound is swatted away from LaFerriere and all the way down the ice. Oh, Brandon Saad has had a couple of good clearances on penalty kills here early in this one. He's only been a Golden Knight for a couple of weeks after St. Louis and Saad mutually agreed to terminate his contract, so now he ends up here in the Pacific Division. The first time, Kings forcing it deep. Moore battling with Haig in the right corner. He served the first penalty. Now to the right circle, back down into the corner. Deneau battling for it. Whitecloud cut it off, and now Waugh couldn't get it out. Held in, right point by Spence. Back for Fogle along the wall, crunch between two Knights players. Loose puck toward the blue line. Spence holds it in. 30 seconds left. Kings of the right circle, haphazardly moving the puck around. Moore knocks it around to Byfield, base of the left circle. Up top for Spence. Kings still looking to shoot. Left circle, Byfield. He shoots. He scores! Byfield let it go from the left circle. Might have been tipped on the way through by Trevor Moore. Either way, the Kings have power play goals in back-to-back games. And with 9:30 left in the first, it's 1-0 LA.
Yeah, Trevor Moore's going to get credit for it. He did touch the puck on that shot by Byfield. And coming across from the penalty box, Mark Stone, who was in there for the slashing call, he had a few words to say to the officials on the way by, slammed the door on the bench. But a power play goal, that's power play goals in back-to-back games for the Kings. They take a lead. They lead it 1-0 midway through the first.
Yeah, we heard that door slam. Watch your fingers down there, Daryl. Don't get them caught. Kings lead 1-0, and Byfield with an emphatic face-off win get the game restarted. It went all the way back to the goaltender Kemper. And now LA into the neutral zone. Don't look now. The Kings power play humming, question mark. They send it deep to the offensive zone. And now Hannafin rims it around, but all the way back into the LA zone. It will not be an icing. I think Clark might have got a touch to it. Kemper out of the net. He sends it around to the near wing. Byfield hit by Hurdle, but gets the puck into the neutral zone. And now LaFerriere after it left wing. It rolls back into Knights possession in their own zone.
Yeah, you look at Trevor Moore, moderate success against the Vegas Golden Knights. 22 games including tonight. That's the 7th goal that he scored and his 12th point against them.
Kings with it at neutral ice. For the Kings, Moore on the power play is 9th of the year from Byfield, who's up to 30 points now. And Jordan Spence, who has assists now in back-to-back games. Kings up the left wing. Deneau danced his way forward, but now Eichel has it. Turns it over to Deneau, who slots it back into the Knights zone. Kings retreating out to center ice. The Knights sending it up the right wing out of the reach of Eichel. It ends up being an icing. And Daryl, you might have had a better view of this. It seemed like Eichel slowed up. If he had kept going, could he have negated the icing?
Yeah, it looked like he may have been able to do that, but sometimes I think the players have it in their mind. There's a certain area that they've got to get to, and it might not. He might have won the race to the puck, but maybe wasn't able to get to that area. So he pulled back a little bit, and he'll take his chances on a face-off in the defensive zone.
Shots are 9-1 LA. Another face-off in front of Samsonov. And Dano to take the draw, battling with Eichel. Loose puck off the draw, lifted over the goal by Moore. Kings hold it in. Right wing to the blue line. Fogel's shot blocked up in the air and out onto the Vegas bench where it's gloved, I believe, by Aiden Hill. Goaltender sitting at the end of the bench.
Yeah, Jack Eichel, who took that one off the ankle, his face wincing a little bit off that one. He'll skate it off here as we get ready for a little bit of a break.
8:12 left. Kings score on the power play. They lead it 1-0 here in downtown. Back after this on the ESPN LA Kings Radio Network.
You're listening to LA Kings hockey on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app. KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Lexani Tires, where performance meets luxury. At Lexani Tires, our mission is to deliver the perfect blend of performance, safety, and style through our exceptional range of high-quality tires. With decades of experience in the tire industry, we pride ourselves on our commitment to excellence and unparalleled customer satisfaction. When you choose Lexani Tires, you're not only investing in a high-performance product, but also joining a community of passionate individuals who value quality, performance, and style. We invite LA Kings fans to experience the difference at LexaniTires.com.
Starting a yard project soon? Before you dig, remember that utility lines might be just below the surface. The average shovel strike travels over 30 miles per hour with over 200 pounds of force, powerful enough to break underground utility lines, which homeowners could be responsible to pay for. Always call 811 before you dig to stay safe, avoid fines or outages. For more information, visit SoCalGas.com/811. SoCal Gas is responsible for marking natural gas pipelines up to the gas meter.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
710 ESPN.
Head to Crypto.com Arena Wednesday, March 5th for the LA Kings annual Women's History Celebration presented by First Rounds on Me as they battle the St. Louis Blues. The first 10,000 fans in attendance receive a magnet giveaway, so head to LAKings.com/tickets to get yours today. 8:12 left in the period. Kings leading 1-0 on a power play goal from Trevor Moore. And an offensive zone face-off upcoming for the Kings in the far circle to the left of the goaltender Samsonov.
And the referee, John McIsaac, he was just over by me here. Josh, he was asking me about the game yesterday. He goes, did you get a pair there yesterday? I said, no. I said, just 1-1. He goes, he thought you might get the call for the game today.
Well, I don't know if you're allowed to skate in an NHL game with no laces. Turnover, Kings in front, and a shot that's deflected over the goal and out of play with 8 minutes left in the period. Daryl, I actually don't know the rule on that. That's an equipment thing. I'm sure you have to play with laces.
I've never heard such a reading or ruling, and it's my story, and I'm stuck with it. But you know what? In that last TV timeout, John McIsaac, the referee, Jack Eichel went over to talk to him, probably played in the case of Mark Stone, and it was great to see the conversation that they were having because, Eichel went in, he was maybe a little bit agitated when he went in, but when he left, he had a smile on his face, the conversation went well, and that's the kind of communication you like to see the players have with the officials. Again, they're not going to change the call that they made, but you get them to keep your eye on certain things that you want through the course of the game.
Yeah, certainly makes sense. Also, can't change the call after the other team scores on that power play that follows.
Yeah, there's a 3-minute rule.
Yeah. Well, we learned that in Columbus. There's no time limit. So
yeah, exactly.
7:30 left in the period. Knights send it deep to the Kings zone. LA back to get it. Trevor Lewis battling for it. Those are different people. As Turcotte sends it over the blue line for Tanner Jeannot, angles it up the right wing. Got a 2-on-1 if he can get to the puck. Trying to center, Turcotte blocked away. He's after it behind the goal in the trapezoid, and now Jeannot digs it free out of Turcotte's skates. He's pressured along the wall. He got taken down. Knights will pick the puck up and skate into the neutral zone. And now the Kings going to take a penalty. Byfield was all over Hurdle, and he's going to get called for a penalty for hooking with 7:02 left in the first.
Yeah, those are the type of calls. I don't want to say they're even up type of calls, but you don't want to put yourself in a position. And where Byfield was, again, he had his legs going. He was coming back. and then his leg stopped for a split second. Once he went into the glide, that made the hook an easier call. And you could see both legs wide apart, stick reaching in. Hurdle draws the penalty, so Vegas, who had given up a goal here a couple of minutes ago on the penalty kill, they'll get a chance to even things up. Hurdle out there, he's got 10 power play goals on the season. Dorofeev, he's got 10 as well. So this is a potent power play on the road, over 31%, second best in the NHL.
And the shots are 9-1, an opportunity for Vegas to tie things up, despite some barrage from the Kings early in the first. Kings sent it down the ice to begin this penalty kill. Moore was after it, got to the puck first, but couldn't maintain possession, and now the Knights left to right through the neutral zone. Eichel centered it for Stone. It was intercepted and cleared by Moore.
Yeah, Trevor Moore, that goal, giving him a little giddy up. He was in there quick on that penalty kill. He got to that puck first, as you said. He stopped the puck. He was looking to get it to a teammate, but nobody caught up to go with him.
Kings applying pressure on the zone entry. Hurdle comes away with it. Cross-ice saucer pass collected by Eichel, left wing. Checked into the wall by Kopitar. Kempe collects, can't clear. Held in by the Knights. Right wing to the top of the circle. Hurdle. He's pressured there. Steps away from Anderson, but deflected out of the zone by Kempe. Right to the stick of Noah Hannafin.
Great job there by Kempe coming up. He recognized Anderson was pressuring, and the Golden Knights weren't in clear position or clean possession of the puck. He was able to get a 50-50 puck and get it out.
And the puck ends up out of play behind the Kings' goal. A couple of Kings look like they're pointing back to the neutral zone. I think that's where the face-off's going to go.
Yeah, it's going to come all the way back out here, and Vegas right now questioning whether or not the puck should be back inside, but it is going to remain. It's going to remain right at center ice where we started the game.
Daryl, I'm telling you, please be careful. Mark Stone just slammed that door right next to your right hand again. He's going to hurt you down there.
No, you didn't hear what I said to him, though. That's why he's mad at me. But you know what? Every time, my whole little booth over here is shaking every time he slams that door.
Tell him to knock it off.
I'm shaking in my booth.
We can hear it on the air. Tell him to knock it off. Well, Kings on the penalty kill. Byfield in the box for another 50 seconds. He sits 2 minutes for hooking. And now the Knights left to right through the neutral zone. Raphael Lavoie in his 6th NHL game getting PP2 time here for Vegas. They really like the shot that he's got. Right now he's behind the goal, sends it up to the left wing. And now to the blue line, center point Pietrangelo. Collects back for Lavoie, left wing. Fanned on the shot. Oh, he was ready to rip it. Left the puck behind him, and the Kings clear it back to center. 25 seconds left. Knights come in right wing, and Olofsson is offside. Lavoie was trying to get back to the blue line.
Split second of time, and quickly Kempe came across. They get sticks. Vogel, those guys were out there. They pressured him, and he wasn't able to make the play.
Now at center ice, Knights take over. It's kind of an interesting top unit here with only 20 seconds left. Eichel's back out with this group. Pietrangelo enters right wing. Tried to feed Eichel in deep. It was cut off by the Kings and flicked all the way down the ice by Anderson.
Great interception there by Mikey Anderson. He picked that puck out of the air, stopped Vegas from getting the puck down to the goal line, and then got it out on the first attempt.
Byfield out of the box. Kings back to full strength on a really good penalty kill. And now Gavrikov tiptoes behind the LA net. 4:50 remaining in the period. Kings lead the Golden Knights 1-0. Out to center. Laferriere in front of the penalty boxes. Drops it in deep. Byfield speeds after it. Gets there in front of Haig, but he reached around and poked it away from the big Kings forward. And now Laferriere slots it in deep. Haig after it right corner. Pressured by Fiala, but they do skirt it out into the neutral zone past Spence. He spins it back in for Laferriere. Banks the puck off the near glass in deep. Haig cuts it off. Sends it around the wall. Now Kolasar. Up the wall, out to center. Kings intercept, but turned it right back over. And now Kolasar over the LA line, all by himself in a 1-on-5 as the Knights are changing. Shoots it around the wall. Now the former Kings forward Pearson tried to center for Kolasar, was behind him. Then Korzak shoots, save Kemper, loose puck in front. Pearson looking for it, knocked away by the Kings. And now Fiala forward for Byfield, gains the red line. He will lift it deep, and now the Kings will change all 5.
Hey, go back to that power play, Vegas. Unofficially, no shots on goal. The Kings penalty kill, outstanding job. They just had a shot. Shots right now favor the Kings 8-2.
Behind the goal, Kemper in the Kings zone. Around to the near wall. Kings couldn't get it out. Pearson holds it in. Steps toward the blue line. Leaves it there. It's turned over by McNabb. Now the Kings breaking down the ice. But a puck just rolled off of Kempe's stick. That allows the Knights to clear it back to center. Now speeding up the left wing. Dorofeev steps in. Shoots. Saved by Kemper. No rebound with 3:31 remaining in the period. Kings leading the Knights 1-0 here in Los Angeles on the goal from Trevor Moore on the power play. We're back to wrap up period one after this on the ESPN LA Kings Radio Network.
Lexani Tires, where performance meets luxury. At Lexani Tires, our mission is to deliver the perfect blend of performance, safety, and style through our exceptional range of high-quality tires. With decades of experience in the tire industry, we pride ourselves on our commitment to excellence and unparalleled customer satisfaction. When you choose Lexani Tires, you're not only investing in a high-performance product, but also joining a community of passionate individuals who value quality, performance, and style. We invite LA Kings fans to experience the difference at LexaniTires.com.
Level up your LA Kings experience with Vivid Seats Elite Seats. All the on-ice Kings action with even more exclusive access and rewards. Enjoy great seats to the game in Section 103, along with Yamava Club access and parking included with your purchase. Plus, get a free Team LA Kings shop item at the game. Score your Vivid Seats Elite Seats tickets today and earn perks on each purchase from the only leading ticket company with the rewards program. Experience it live with Vivid Seats, the official partner of the LA Kings.
In the heart of Los Angeles, a legacy of greatness takes the ice. And in the courtrooms, where passion meets precision and every moment counts, Kings fans deserve a winning team on and off the ice. CD Law fights for justice like the Kings fight for victory. CD Law is the official law firm of the Los Angeles Kings. Winning, it's what we do. Visit cd-lawyers.com for a free consultation. That's cd-lawyers.com.
710 ESPN.
The LA Kings are celebrating the MLS season and the latest MLS Cup champions on Galaxy Night at Crypto.com Arena, Tuesday, March 11th, as the Kings battle the New York Islanders. Go to LAKings.com/tickets to purchase yours today. 3:31 left in the first. It's 1-0 Kings over the first place Golden Knights. But a D-zone face-off upcoming for LA in front of goaltender Darcy Kemper.
Yeah, big draw right here. Tomas Hertl out for the Golden Knights. He's their best, 56.1% on the season. That's 12th best in the NHL. He's out against Byfield.
Well, Byfield certainly with some jump after he came out after that penalty box sentence. Off the draw, it's ripped wide by the Knights. Kings on it behind the goal. Doughty battling. Byfield out there with LaFerriere and Fiala. That line's been surging as of late. Knights collect, rim it around the wall. Right point held in by Whitecloud. He shoots it toward the circle. Lavoie's got it. He was taken down. It's going to be a penalty against the Kings. It's Byfield again. Lavoie to the blue line. It rolls down the ice. The net's empty. Hannafin's back to get it. Like it was going wide anyway. Delayed penalty against the Kings. They lead 1-0, but be shorthanded again unless Vegas converts here. Goalie out of the net. Eichel speeds over the blue line. Sends it left wing. Cutting to the front. Rep. Chance in front by Lavoie. Went wide, and he's taken down in the corner. Kings going to be shorthanded with 2:48 left.
Yeah, situation there in the defensive zone. And Vegas has had some shifts where they've been there. When you spend extended time in a defensive zone, you put yourself in a vulnerable position, and Byfield goes to the box for the second time. Again, just a little too aggressive there. As the puck came in, Lavoie was getting free, and that's where Byfield ends up taking a chop at him. He tripped him up, slashed him, but he went to the box. Another big face-off deep in the Kings zone. Kings had done a pretty good job in a face-off circle to this point, winning 62% of the draws. But again, Hertl out there. This time, Deneau out against Hertl.
Did you get a look at that replay, Daryl? That was okay. What do you think?
Yep, it's good.
Good call.
Yep.
Knights on the power play. Left wing. Eichel holds it in. The half marks up top. Hannafin shoots, tipped wide. Rebound Stone. Tried to bank it off of Kemper. It stayed out. He gets it back behind the goal to the left wing. Eichel looked up top. Instead in deep for Stone. To the middle. Hertl couldn't let it go from the inside of the far circle. Knights keep it moving. Eichel swings it across. Hannafin near point's got it. Tiptoes toward the middle. Sends it back for Dorofeev, right wing. To the middle for Hertl. Steps away from Moore. Gives it the puck to Hannafin. Center point. Shoots. Blocked in front by Anderson. And swatted down the ice by Vlad Gavrikov.
Yeah, good job there by Gavrikov. Josh, the reason I say that was a penalty, just because of the positioning. Byfield's on the backside. Lavoie was between Byfield and the Kings' goal, so he had to come across and reach at him.
Makes sense. Knights tip it in deep. Kemper plays it, swats it to the corner. Hertl after it. Doughty banks it up the wall, but not past Eichel. Slots it to the middle. Stone backs away, sends it right circle. In front, Dorofeev lifted it over the goal and directly out of play with 60 seconds to go on the Byfield Meyer. Daryl, the only reason I asked you that was because with the call being tripping against Byfield, it wasn't like a standard trip. It wasn't necessarily stick to the skates, but he certainly had to stick kind of around Lavoie and ended up taking him down.
Yeah, and it was a couple of swipes. I think Byfield on the first one, kind of like a little bit of a slash, looked like it went in, and then it was just a matter of the stick getting tangled up in the feet. It wasn't an intentional trip by Byfield, but again, you're responsible for your stick, and because of the positioning, Lavoie was in a good position right there. He was closer to the Kings' net. Byfield was on his backside. That's why the official makes that call.
One where QB probably gets away with the first one or two, but not the third one, So we have a brief pause, like there's a divot in the ice that they repaired or something on the ice. And off the draw, the Knights send the puck to the blue line. Hanifin to the right wing for Eichel, gives it to Hurdle, tries to step away from Gavrikov, gives it back to Eichel, right point. Back for Hurdle, base of the near circle, pressured along the wall by Gavrikov, keeps it moving to Stone, centers, left circle, in front, tiptoeing wide, centering pass, it rolls all the way out to center ice. Knights have to touch up, Eichel back in, 40 seconds to go on the Byfield penalty. Eichel hits the brakes right corner. Sends it to the blue line. Hanifin swings it in front, tipped away from Stone. Kempe after Stone in the corner, and now Gavrikov ties up the Knights' captain. Vegas with it behind the goal. Saucer pass right wing along the wall. Dorothea to the blue line. Hanifin over to Eichel left circle. He shoots. It's kicked away by the goaltender Kemper. Back along the wall. Eichel in front of the Kings bench. Steps to the middle. Wants to switch with Hanifin. Hands it off to the defenseman. Final minute of the period. Centering pass toward the middle. Hit a body and went wide. 8 seconds left on the Kings penalty. Cross ice pass for Eichel, couldn't handle it. Second effort, shoots it over the goal, and Byfield steps out of the Kings penalty box and all the way down the ice.
Huge kill for the Kings penalty killers out there. That second power play by Vegas, a lot of time in the offensive zone, some shot attempts, and Kings did a good job at keeping the puck outside.
They sent it deep to the Kings zone once again. 30 seconds left. Up top, swung toward the goal, loose puck, pad save, Kemper at the near post. Vegas holds it in right point. Pietrangelo with 20 seconds left behind the goal. Ivan Barbashev in the corner. Centers for Waugh. Tipped away by the Kings to the blue line. Pietrangelo holds it in and swings it to the far corner. Doughty picks it up in front of the Kings bench. 10 seconds left. Kings into the neutral zone. Fiala couldn't find it. And now the Knights send it back the other way. Deep to the Kings zone. 4 seconds left. Kemper shoots it around the wall. And the Kings bank it off the glass out to center. That does it for period number 1. The Kings with a power play goal and a couple of big saves from number 35 in the final minute give the Kings a 1-0 lead into the first intermission.
Yeah, that last part of the period there, the power play by Vegas and then the shift right after it, a couple of big saves by Darcy Kemper. That clock couldn't tick quick enough for the Kings. They needed to get out of this period. They do have the lead. Now they've got to go in and regroup, talk about the last few minutes, and come out and get to a solid start in a second.
Well, Darryl, let's get you away from the Golden Knights smelling salts downstairs for a little bit. We'll take a break. LA Kings insider Zach Dooley joins us after this on the ESPN LA Kings Radio Network.
Hey, Cappy, we got to talk about Prize Picks. You got me into this. I love it. I play it every single night in almost every single sport. And for those of you listening out there, it's very simple. There is a stat line for a particular player in one of those sports, and it's as simple as more or less. You pick more, you pick less on that stat line. You win up to 100 times your money on Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks, and it's the best way to get sports action in over 30 states, including right here in California.
So here's what you do. You download the Prize Picks app, you use the code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. You get that $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. And right now, with baseball, football, basketball, soccer, and hockey going, now is a great time to play Prize Picks, George.
And again, Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. You can join over 10 million users and sign up today. Man, it's amazing. You can get your money in as quick as 15 minutes once you win.
And you're going to win. And by the way, if you don't win, don't blame me, okay? Because you're better at it than I am. Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app. Use our code CAPPY. Make that $5 play. Get that $50 bonus. Prize Picks. Run your game.
Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel is California's premier entertainment destination. See world-class performances at Yamava Theater all year long, like the queen of hip-hop and soul, Mary J. Blige, on March 3rd. See Journey, one of the most popular rock bands in the world, on March 16th. And don't miss a chance to see legendary singer-songwriter James Taylor take the stage on May 8th. Buy your tickets today at YamavaTheater.com or at the casino box office. Must be 21 and winner. Please gamble responsibly.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
FanDuel Sports Network is your new home for your home teams. Watch all the big hits, big shots, big goals, all in one place. For unrivaled coverage of your LA Kings, visit FanDuelSportsNetwork.com today and stream live tonight.
Are you going to the movies this weekend? Totally unlimited movies have arrived at Regal with Regal Unlimited, the perfect pass for movie lovers like you. See all the movies you want as many times as you want while also enjoying 10% off concessions. Use the Regal app to become an unlimited subscriber today. Regal is a proud sponsor of the Los Angeles Kings. Enjoy weeknight hockey with the LA Kings. Be there on Wednesday, February 26th as your LA Kings take on the Vancouver Canucks at 7 p.m. at Crypto.com Arena. Tickets available now at lakings.com/tickets.
.710 ESPN.
Welcome back inside Crypto.com Arena in downtown Los Angeles, where the Kings power play appears to be humming all of a sudden. So now it seems like a good a time as any to welcome in LA Kings insider Zach Dooley for our first intermission segment of Duly Noted.
Call Dooley! Dooley! Let's call Dooley! Dooley, that's a good part! Dooley in the house! Dooley's in the house! Yeah.
Duly noted. Duly noted. Duly noted.
So, Zach, the Kings score a power play goal in back-to-back games, and this one was on a power play where they hadn't really had any shot chances or shooting chances yet, and finally put it toward the goal. Good things happen. Kings lead 1-0 through 20 minutes.
Second unit, too, right? It's usually that top unit getting the job done for the Kings when they do. So for the second unit, Byfield and Moore, to get that goal I thought was big, and it was huge to get something there because the Kings had two power plays in, the first 8 minutes or so of this game. And if you go 0 for 2, it really sets you back from a momentum standpoint. So for them to get that goal, especially kind of out of nothing, I thought that was a huge moment to kind of keep the momentum going in their favor after a really strong start.
So they definitely had a really good start. Only problem for the Kings is after the Trevor Moore goal, they registered 0 shots on goal. And I don't want to say Vegas was tremendously more impressive than the Kings in the second half of the period, but what we will say is in the final 90 seconds or so, Vegas created a ton of chances, maybe get some momentum going for the Knights in the second period.
Yeah, they did. It was kind of the tale of two periods, right? It was the Kings for sure in the opening 10, and then Vegas kind of took things over from there. Darcy Kemper was outstanding, right? 2 or 3 big-time saves in the final 3 or 4 minutes that kept that game 1-0 Kings. That one with the left pad. The save where he charged out of his net, FIFA-style keeper charge to deny the man at the back post. Really good stuff from Darcy Kemper to keep this a 1-0 game that he didn't have much to do in the first half of that period, but he was outstanding when called upon late.
Yeah, you can always kind of count on one of us to give a soccer reference every once in a while, as Zach Dooley is wearing his Celtic green jacket tonight, and not basketball Celtic from
football
Scotland. Yes, but Zach, we talked earlier in the game, or earlier in the pregame show about the events yesterday, and then maybe these two teams facing off today. I guess it's still a little early, but does it feel like a game that's going to have 6 goals for the winner tonight, or does it feel like, as we predicted, maybe a little bit tighter of a game?
Kind of feels like a little bit tighter of a game because for all the chances, the shots weren't all that high, right? They were 8-6.
Yeah.
I think in favor of the Kings, so that's not a ton of shots.
And at one
on
point
goal.
It was 8-1. So
yeah, at one point it was 9-1. They actually gave the Kings
they gave the Kings
there.
and then took it back.
They did, but look, I think that when these two teams play, it's kind of a playoff style game, and those games we talked about in the pregame in October were kind of anomalies, right? Because they were 6-1 and 6-3. I don't think that's a Kings-Vegas game. I think a 3-2 game is a Kings-Vegas game. These are two teams that are big and physical. They like to play that style of game, and it's going to come down to which team kind of capitalizes on that one opportunity more. In the first period, it was the Kings getting a power play goal, and there's 40 more minutes to determine who gets the next one.
Well, tonight at home, Wednesday at home. These two games also against Pacific Division rivals. One of them, of course, Vegas, who's in first place. The other, Vancouver, who is now right behind the Kings in the Pacific Division standings. Now, here's what's a little different is Vancouver is 4 points behind the Kings, but has also played 3 more games. The Kings have a much better points percentage. How important are these two games at home for the Kings, where they've been the best home team in the NHL all season, before they go on the road for 3 more at the end of the week and then next week.
I mean, they're huge, right? Because games in hand are great, but they're only great if you take advantage of them. So to get head-to-head games, it's almost like an extra game in hand if you can get the win. That 4-point game term gets thrown around a lot. It's probably overused, but when you have a situation like this, there's 25 or so games left in the season, and you play a team directly in front of or directly behind you, it's a massive opportunity to gain ground without giving up one of those games in hand. So this is a big game for the Kings in search of maybe home ice in the first round. Tomorrow's game, a huge game in terms of solidifying their place as a top 3 team in the Pacific. So 2 really big games. The Kings have been excellent in this building against playoff teams this year. 2 really big opportunities in the next 72 hours.
Kings 19-5-4 when scoring first. 11-3-3 when leading after 20 minutes. They have a 1-0 lead through 20 minutes tonight on Zach. Another power play goal. I mean, every once in a while, the Kings go quiet on the power play. Every once in a while. It's been most of the season that power play's been quiet. But when the Kings score on the power play, they usually score a couple times in a row, and that's what we've seen now in back-to-back games.
Yeah, I think there was a stretch where they had like 3 goals from 15 games, and they came from 3 straight games, right?
Yep.
That seems to be what it is, kind of goals in bunches, game after game after game. And look, if you can get a power play goal, it's such a big boost for your group, right? Especially for the Kings, who do not rely on power play scoring. If they did, they would not win very many games. But they don't rely on power play scoring. They're a 5-on-5 driven team. So if they can get one, it's almost like a free one in the bank, because 5-on-5 offense has kind of been their bread and butter. So they're already +1 with the special teams goal.
The Kings' goal on Saturday on the advantage, their first power play goal in 9 games. Now they've scored in back-to-back games on the power play. LA Kings insider Zach Dooley, thanks so much. We'll talk to you again Wednesday as the Kings take on the Vancouver Canucks. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Hey, you too.
We'll be back after this with highlights from the first on the ESPN LA Kings Radio Network.
Starting a yard project soon? Before you dig, remember that utility lines might be just below the surface. The average shovel strike travels over 30 miles per hour with over 200 pounds of force, powerful enough to break underground utility lines, which homeowners could be responsible to pay for. Always call 811 before you dig to stay safe, avoid fines or outages. For more information, visit SoCalGas.com/811. SoCalGas is responsible for marking natural gas pipelines up to the gas meter.
In the heart of Los Angeles, a legacy of greatness takes the ice. And in the courtrooms, where passion meets precision and every moment counts, Kings fans deserve a winning team on and off the ice. CD Law fights for justice like the Kings fight for victory. CD Law is the official law firm of the Los Angeles Kings. Winning, it's what we do. Visit cd-lawyers.com for a free consultation. That's cd-lawyers.com.
Did you know that Crypto.com is the official crypto platform of the LA Kings? That's right. But did you also know that Crypto.com is the world's fastest growing crypto app with over 100 million users worldwide? You heard that right. Over 100 million users worldwide. Now with the Crypto.com app, you can easily buy and sell more than 350 cryptocurrencies only with the Crypto.com app. Download it now at the App Store or Google Play. That's the Crypto.com app, and remember, fortune favors the brave. Go Kings, go.
FanDuel Sports Network is your new home for your home teams. Watch all the big hits, big shots, big goals, all in one place. For unrivaled coverage of your LA Kings, visit FanDuelSportsNetwork.com today and stream live tonight.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
710 ESPN.
The LA Kings lead the Vegas Golden Knights 1-0 here at Crypto.com Arena. Here in the first intermission, getting set for the start of period number 2. It was the Kings with back-to-back early power play opportunities. Nick Hague sitting 2 minutes for delay a game for Vegas, and then Mark Stone sitting 2 minutes for slashing. This is a Golden Knights team that averages just 4.4 penalty minutes per game. Yeah, that's already what they've got in the first period. Of course, the delay of game one, kind of a weird one. You don't see that very often from a guy like Nick Hague. And then Mark Stone on the second penalty for slashing. That's when the Kings found a way to convert. Second unit came through. Quinton Byfield had the chance. It was tipped on the way through by Trevor Moore to give the Kings an early 1-0 lead. Kings of the right circle, haphazardly moving the puck around. Moore knocks it around to Byfield, base of the left circle. Up top for Spence. Kings still looking to shoot. Left circle, Byfield. He shoots. He scores! Byfield let it go from the left circle. Might have been tipped on the way through by Trevor Moore. Either way, the Kings have power play goals in back-to-back games. And with 9:30 left in the first, it's 1-0 LA. So Byfield with the shot, tipped in by Trevor Moore, his 9th of the season and 3rd in the last 6 games for the Thousand Oaks native. Trevor Moore, Quinton Byfield might look like it could have been his first goal in 8 games. Instead, it does not go to number 55, but he'll take it. It's his 7th assist in the last 6 games. He has still found ways to contribute. Easy to get on the score sheet when you have a shot like that gets tipped in by Moore, and when you've been on a line with Kevin Fiala, who's been red hot these last couple of weeks. Kings were really good in the first period. At one point, shots were 8-1, but did not have another shot after the Trevor Moore goal. Quinton Byfield took a pair of penalties himself, separated by just 4 minutes of game time. And on the second one, in the final minutes of the period, Vegas started to get the momentum in their favor and forced Darcy Kemper to make a couple of terrific big saves, none bigger than this one in the final minute. They sent it deep to the Kings zone once again, 30 seconds left. Up top, swung toward the goal, loose puck, pad save, Kemper at the near post. And the Kings cleared it out of the zone. Period comes to a close with a 1-0 Kings lead. Shots on goal, 8-6 LA. The goal from Trevor Moore, assisted by Byfield and Spence on the power play at 10:30. Kings 1 for 2 on the power play in period 1. The Knights 0 for 2. The power play is delivered every game by Chumba Casino. With new games added weekly and no purchase necessary, you can play Chumba Casino anytime, anywhere. No purchase necessary. Must be 21 or older. Terms and conditions apply. Take a break. Darrell Evans joins me ringside for the start of the second period after this on the ESPN LA Kings Radio Network.
Hey everybody, it's Cappy, and let's talk about an upsetting issue that many of us have experienced. You're paying your homeowner's insurance premium every month on time. One day you have an incident like water damage. Maybe it's a broken pipe. Could be a toilet overflow. So you open a claim with your homeowner's insurance company to find out that your insurance adjuster is trying to pay you so little you won't even be able to repair the damage. This is the time to call Avner Gatt. Avner Gatt is a public adjuster, and he is on your side. He's looking out for you. You can try and negotiate with the insurance companies yourself, but it is not that simple. The Avner Gatt team has been dealing with insurance companies for many years. It's all they do. They have vast experience in this matter. You don't. When you are represented by Avner Gatt's team, you have the entire team's experience and know-how on your side. No one messes with Avner Gatt and his team. So call Avner Gatt. 818-917-5256. That's 818-917-5256. You can go to avnergatt.com, AVNERGAT, avnergatt.com. He'll answer, and you'll know it's him when you hear hello.
Hey, Cappy, we got to talk about Prize Picks. You got me into this. I love it. I play it every single night in almost every single sport. And for those of you listening out there, it's very simple. There is a stat line for a particular player in one of those sports, and it's as simple as more or less. You pick more, you pick less on that stat line. You win up to 100 times your money on Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks. And it's the best way to get sports action in over 30 states, including right here in California.
So here's what you do. You download the Prize Picks app. You use the code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. You get that $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. And right now, with baseball, football, basketball, soccer, and hockey going, now is a great time to play Prize Picks, George.
And again, Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. You can join over 10 million users and sign up today. Man, it's amazing. You can get your money in as quick as 15 minutes once you win.
And you're going to win. And by the way, if you don't win, don't blame me, okay? Because you're better at it than I am. Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app. Use our code CAPPY. Make that $5 play. Get that $50 bonus. Prize Picks. Run your game.
Lexani Tires, where performance meets luxury. At Lexani Tires, our mission is to deliver the perfect blend of performance, safety, and style through our exceptional range of high-quality tires. With decades of experience in the tire industry, we pride ourselves on our commitment to excellence and unparalleled customer satisfaction. When you choose Lexani Tires, you're not only investing in a high-performance product, but also joining a community of passionate individuals who value quality, performance, and style. We invite LA Kings fans to experience the difference at LexaniTires.com.
Did you know that Crypto.com is the official crypto platform of the LA Kings? That's right. But did you also know that Crypto.com is the world's fastest growing crypto app with over 100 million users worldwide? You heard that right, or 100 million users worldwide. Now with the Crypto.com app, you can easily buy and sell more than 350 cryptocurrencies only with the Crypto.com app. Download it now at the App Store or Google Play. That's the Crypto.com app, and remember, fortune favors the brave. Go Kings, go! The LA Kings are off to a hot start this season, currently chasing first place and making every game count. Hockey is better watched live, so don't miss out on the action at Crypto.com Arena. Discounted ticket packs are available now at lakings.com/tickets.
710 ESPN.
Start of the second period at Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles. It is 1-0 LA after Trevor Moore's power play goal, his 9th overall this season. And now the goaltenders switch sides. Darcy Kemper to our left, Ilya Samsonov to our right, as the Knights look to grab a bunch of momentum towards the end of that period, Daryl.
Yeah, they did. They had a couple of really good shifts, and there's a little bit of chatter going on in their bench right now. And second period with a long line change. Important for the Kings to get pucks in deep. The first period, they didn't do a good job in the neutral zone. And if they do the same in the second period, Vegas is going to spend some more time at the other end of the rink.
Second period underway here in LA. Kings send it deep right circle. Laferriere couldn't collect a pass from Kopitar. That's Laferriere starting the period with Kempe and Kopitar on the LA top line. Kings try to hold it in. Doughty knocked it out of the air, but couldn't hold it in. Center point now taken away by Vegas. Left wing Tanner Pearson after it. Spins it toward the front. Save Kemper. Whoa, it jumped off the stick and nearly over his shoulder into his own net. Now the Kings will clear it, and it will be an icing against LA with just 33 seconds off the clock.
Now there's that quick transition, counterattack by Vegas going right on the attack. Drew Doughty tried to keep the puck in just inside the blue line. He ends up getting knocked to the ice, and then Vegas all of a sudden had three guys moving up the ice. They had numbers. They pushed the pace, threw the puck at the net. Kings dodge a bullet, ice the puck, and slow things down.
So a face-off in front of Kemper here to his left. Kopitar against Eichel. Kopitar wins it. Back for Edmondson. Tried to lift it out of the zone. Got blocked. Eichel holds it in. Loose puck toward the front of the goal. Rolls free to the far corner. Edmondson battling with Ivan Barbashev. And now Olofsson couldn't hold it in. Kings send it back for neutral ice. And now Noah Hannafin played for Team USA at the Four Nations face-off. Starts the rush along with his USA teammate Eichel left wing. Eichel steps to the middle. Feeds right wing. Whitecloud shoots. Blocked up in the air and wide to the far corner. Philip Deneau on it for the Kings. And the lefty forward couldn't get it out yet. He'll leave it back for Edmondson. Cross for Doughty right circle. And back to his D partner Edmondson, who will clear the zone. Now banked down the ice. Rolling toward the net. No icing. Samsonov leaves it for Noah Hannafin. Pressured by Fogle. Will slot it around to the right wing for Olofsson. Knights looking to break out. Former King, or rather not Braden McNabb. It was number 2, not number 3. That was Zach Whitecloud who gets it forward. Knights into the zone. And left circle, Eichel under pressure, shoots it deep. It's intercepted by Gavrikov. Under pressure from the two-time champ Brandon Saad. The Kings send it around to the far side. Eichel forces a turnover in front for Stone, who backhanded it wide. He was trying to feed Saad down low. Takes it to the near wall. Pressured by Fogle. Sends it deep, and now Brett Howden needs a stick check from Deneau. And now Howden to the right wing. Turns it over, trying to feed Stone. And Anderson will collect for LA. To the far corner, guides it free. Deneau across for Gavrikov. LA left to right out of the defensive zone. Fired in deep by Gavrikov. He took a hard check by Howden at center ice as he sent it deep to the Knights zone. And now Vegas right to left looking out of their own zone. Howden nearly turned it over. It was tipped by Fiala. Ends up out of play. 1 or 2 rows into the seats on the near side with 17:51 remaining in the second period.
And again, a quick start for Vegas here in the second period. Getting the puck in deep. And by getting the puck in deep, that's allowing their defense to be able to catch up and join the attack. That's allowing them to get all 5 guys in the offensive zone. So the Kings are going to have to be a little bit more compact, a little bit more compressed offensively. And when they do get the puck, all 5 guys got to be able to transition and go on the attack the other way. That's where Vegas is beating them right now in that department.
Hurdle wins the neutral ice straw against LaFerriere, and now the Knights into the neutral zone. Lavoie nearly turns it over to Fiala, but gets it back. Lavoie, terrific the last few years in the American League with Bakersfield, Edmonton's affiliate, comes to Vegas this year, and he's been in the American League again for Henderson, for a team that has struggled this year. Now up with the Knights for his 6th NHL game. Centering pass knocked away from Dorofeev, and now left circle. Dorofeev, nice move, cuts to the front, wants to center, it's knocked away. Spence behind the goal, feeds Mo Ferrari, but it drifted away from him, and now Hurdle collects. The lefty forward, right circle, up top. Haig winds and fires, blocked away by Spence. Rebound Dorofeev, right circle. In deep now for Hurdle, pressured by Mo Ferrari. Lavoie hovering, takes a check from Spence, who guides it away. Right wing, it's held in by the Knights, but then knocked out of the zone off a deflection from Fiala. Haig collects in front of the Kings bench.
Yeah, a lot of traffic in front of the Kings net right now. Just looking at the defense when they have the puck for the Golden Knights. Darcy Kemper's trying to find the puck, but if the body's in front of him, he's not picking it up to the last second, so the Kings are going to have to do a better job keeping the puck around the perimeter and spending less time in the defensive zone.
Dorofeev, right wing, checked by Lewis as he entered the Kings zone and lost the puck to Mo Ferrari. Shots are 8-7 Kings in the game. They have not had a shot since the 10:30 mark of the first when Trevor Moore gave the Kings the lead on the power play. Knights enter the Kings zone, right wing. Nick Waugh around the circle, tries to hand it off for Keegan Colasar. Gives it back to Waugh behind the net. It rolls around for McNabb, left wing. The former Kings defenseman slots it deep, and now Colasar tiptoes to the corner. Bank pass up top. McNabb shoots. Deflected away off Kemper, and now Turcotte on it. He'll lift it back toward the blue line. Blocked in front of the Knights bench, and Pearson holds it in. Deneau helps it over the blue line and out to center. The Knights regain possession, and now McNabb. Forward for Nicholas Waugh up the left wing. 2 longtime Knights collect, and now Waugh tried to give it to McNabb. Those 2 miscommunication as McNabb went to the bench. And now Moore in the neutral zone loses it to Noah Hannafin. Knights in their own zone. We're going to start back toward the Kings' end. Pass toward the right wing. Speeding in, Eichel hits the brakes above the right circle. Seam pass into the right wing. Shot that's blocked in front before it could get to Kemper's goal. And now the Kings forcing it forward with Trevor Moore. Poked away from him, and now Barbashev. He got taken down as he entered the LA zone. No call. Doughty back to get it for LA. Leaves it back behind the goal for Gavrikov, who shoots it around the wall and down the ice. Past Whitecloud. Kings chasing after it. Ends up being an icing against LA with 15:21 remaining in the second.
Now you look at the second period. Kings have already been credited with 11 block shots. They're doing a really good job at layering themselves in front of the goaltender. But because of that statistic, tells me they're spending a lot of time in the defensive zone as well. Vegas has definitely had a territorial advantage here in the second period, and all through just getting pucks to the net, keeping the puck in deep, and working their way through the neutral zone. Kings have been stopped multiple times in the neutral zone, not getting pucks in deep, so they got to get it past the defense and get on the forecheck.
Kopitar in the face-off. Kings couldn't get it out. Saad left wing, room to skate. Saad steps in, had it taken off his stick. Loose puck to the front, scooped up by Kemper. Saad came crashing in, got upended, but the puck was knocked away from him first, and then the Kings get a whistle.
And the Kings will make a line change with that, and right now the Kings look a little on the fatigue side right now. When you're playing without the puck and you're playing the defensive zone, they're definitely more tiring shifts than when you're at the other end of the rink. You're on the offense, on the attack. So Kings would like to change this, and being it's a second period with the long line change, it makes it a little bit more difficult to get that flow in your favor.
And that was Doughty who slid across to knock it away. So Doughty and Gavrikov have been a deep pairing here in the second period. Kings get it out to center, but turned it over. Knights come back in. Saad, the lefty forward, gives it to the blue line. Then across Hannafin left circle. Had his shot blocked by Turcotte. It took Turcotte's stick out of his hands. Gets it back with help from Fogle. And now center point, Pietrangelo shoots. It's blocked by Turcotte again. And behind the goal, Edson. Leads right wing. Clark, saucer pass out to center. Goes past Turcotte. Knights spin it right back in. Right wing Saad. Back to the front. Knocked away by Clark. He'll bank it off the glass, but not out. Held in by Brandon Saad. In the base of the right circle. He'll tiptoe behind the goal. Comes into traffic. Bank pass up top. Finds its way to Haig, who shoots. It's deflected off the outside of the goal. And the trapezoid. Saad battling for it. He's been all over the ice on this shift. Kings guided forward. Turcotte checked in front of the Knights bench, but dribbles the puck out to center. Now Fogle on it, battling with Pietrangelo, worked it free, and now Deneau tried to give it to Clark. It drifted free to the right wing, and Clark will shoot it deep. Puck bounces off the end board. A shot fired over the goal by the Kings, held in by Gavrikov, right point. Kings in the offensive zone. Left wing Anderson shoots. Tipped just wide. Rebound. Kings on it right corner. To the middle. LaFerriere's shot. Sprawling slowly and keeping it out with Samsonov. He kind of just got frozen there, but did keep it out of the goal with 13:59 left. Now we'll take a break. Kings leading the Knights 1-0 here at Crypto.com Arena. Second period resumes next on the ESPN LA Kings Radio Network.
In the heart of Los Angeles, a legacy of greatness takes the ice. And in the courtrooms, where passion meets precision and every moment counts, Kings fans deserve a winning team on and off the ice. CD Law fights for justice like the Kings fight for victory. CD Law is the official law firm of the Los Angeles Kings. Winning, it's what we do. Visit cd-lawyers.com for a free consultation. That's cd-lawyers.com.
Did you know that Crypto.com is the official crypto platform of the LA Kings? That's right. But did you also know that Crypto.com is the world's fastest growing crypto app with over 100 million users worldwide? You heard that right. Over 100 million users worldwide. Now with the Crypto.com app, you can easily buy and sell more than 350 cryptocurrencies only with the Crypto.com app. Download it now at the App Store or Google Play. That's the Crypto.com app, and remember, fortune favors the brave. Go Kings, go.
FanDuel Sports Network is your new home for your home teams. Watch all the big hits, big shots, big goals, all in one place. For unrivaled coverage of your LA Kings, visit FanDuelSportsNetwork.com today and stream live tonight.
We are your sports station, 710 ESPN.
Download the LA Kings app today to get access to exclusive Kings content. The LA Kings app is the #1 source for team news, stats, podcasts, and more. You can also listen to the radio broadcast with Daryl Evans. Download wherever you find your apps and start enjoying the ultimate hockey fan experience with the LA Kings app today. 1-0 Kings, 13:59 left in the second period. Daryl, the Kings seemingly haven't had much of the puck here in the middle period.
No, they really haven't. They finally got a shot on goal there, but just looking at the ice right now after they TV timeout, a lot of snow picked up down on the Kings zone. Down at the other end, the ice is looking pretty fresh. So the Kings do start at that end of the rink with the faceoff, and this is where they'd like to spend a little bit of time over the next while, take away the flow that Vegas has established here early in the second.
Knights win a D-zone drawn out from behind the net. Korzak feeds right wing. Knights to the neutral zone with a big forward. Raphael Lavoie sends it deep. Doughty intercepts around to the right wing. Chop forward to the blue line. Hurdle holds it in. Right wing Lavoie, his 6th NHL game with the Knights after a couple of years in the Oilers organization, playing just up north in Bakersfield for the Condors in the American League. He's puck to the middle, chopped out of the zone by the Kings. Two forwards down the ice for LA, but Korzak gets there first, slings it back out to center. Deflected away from McNabb. Korzak's got a retreat. Pick it up with his D partner. Looks across for McNabb. Former Kings defenseman Braden McNabb playing in game number 798 tonight. Puck ends up out of play. 13:11 to play in the second period.
I think one thing, the way the Kings could maybe change things a little bit here in the second period, and it was evident on this last rush by Vegas coming up. Kings actually had 3 layers. It was a 1-2-2 in the neutral zone, where previous plays, 2 guys were getting beat with the initial pass coming out of the defensive zone for Vegas. So maybe 3 layers might be the way to slow things down a little bit until they get settled in.
Yeah, it's a lot of speed from the Knights here in the second. Only 2 shots. Shots are 8-8 in the game. Kings don't have any shots here in the first 7 minutes of period 2. And none since the 10:30 mark of the first when the Kings scored on the power play. They send the puck deep to the Knights zone. Right point, Spence shoots. It's knocked away by the goaltender. Then from the left side, Moverari hammers it over the goal. Spence to the right point keeps it in. In deep where it's cut off by Waugh. And the Knights quick passing out of their own zone. And Kolasar speeds up the left wing. Shouldered into the wall by Spence. Kept it moving for Tanner Pearson. And around the wall, the defenseman Hannafin in the corner. Gives it back to Pearson behind the goal. Pressed into the boards by Moverari, right wing. Had it poked away by Janot. And now the Kings take it behind the net. Spence. Little head fake, spun it free away from Waugh. Now the Kings lift it out to center. Looking for Janot was Turcotte. It was knocked away by Hannafin. And now the Knights enter right wing. Pearson stopped along the wall, just above the right circle. Waugh in to help out. Spence disrupting the play in a board battle with Pearson. Front of the Knights bench. Kings poke it out. Turcotte after it. Slowed down. Kicked it free, and the Kings in a 2-on-1. Turcotte across for Lewis. Might have gripped the stick a little tight and put it way out in front of the veteran forward. And now the Knights looking to break out right to left from their own end. Stretch pass out to center from Pearson. Couldn't find Waugh. That line needs to change. They've been out for over a minute. Kings up the right wing. Gavrikov couldn't collect. And now Kempe tried to slow it down. Knights come in. Eichel shoots. It's blocked away. Loose puck again to the near post, and a big save by Kemper on Jack Eichel, who had the second effort bid turned away by the Kings goaltender.
Yeah, Eichel had the right play there as he's coming in on his off wing. His initial shot is partially blocked. It comes off the end boards, and because of the angle he was, being a right-handed shot coming down the left side, he tried to put it in on a tough angle. And Kemper, give him his marks right there. Never gave up on the play. Continued to keep pushing off the inside edge of that left skate. Come across, got his body in front of it. Face off deep in the Kings zone to Kemper's right. It'll be Kopitar out to take the draw. He'll be out there against Eichel.
Kopitar wins the draw against Eichel. And now the Kings looking to speed out. Kempe left to right over the red line. Sidesteps Olofsson into the offensive zone. Had the puck poked away by Pietrangelo, but Kopitar speeds in and strips it back. Tried to center. He and Pietrangelo, two veterans of the NHL, battling in the corner. Byfield to help out as well. He gets shoved by Eichel, and the Knights take the puck away. Hanifin forward for Eichel. He deflects it into the Kings zone. It is an icing. Really late whistle there. It looked like the linesman questioned it for a second before letting the whistle shriek here at Crypto.com Arena. Kings will take it, though, Daryl. Face-off comes back in front of Samsonov.
Yeah, no doubt about that. They'll take that, and we see another line combination as Jim Hiller continues to shuffle things a little bit. We just had Byfield out there with Kempe and Kopitar, so trying to generate a line combination that'll allow the Kings to spend some time in the offensive zone and kind of derail what Vegas has done here in the second.
Knights win another draw here. They'll loop it out to center ice for Edmondson. They pass up the far wall, tipped on by the Kings. Deneau swings across ice feed to the near wall, and in comes the lefty defenseman Edmondson. He risks it deep around to the far corner. Deneau has it, tiptoes up the wall, backhand feed for Doughty, shoots it toward the goal, hit a body in front, loose puck to the circle, smacked in front, and then knocked away. Fogel. Should pass to the corner. Deneau back for Fogel in the left corner. He'll spin it around the wall as he was pressured by Alex Pietrangelo. Right point Edmondson shoots it deep, and now Fogel again right corner. Base of the circle, up the wall for Deneau. Guides it free Edmondson across for Doughty. Left circle, shoots. Loose puck in front, knocked away, and now Pietrangelo has it for the Knights. Vegas right to left, out to neutral ice. Angled up the right wing by Stone. Knights need to change. The Kings will take the chance to change the forward grouping as well. And the Kings turn it over in their own zone. Stone tried to send it in front. Now sends it up the wall. Korzak, long shot, blocked in front by the Kings. They'll take it away. Stretch pass down the middle for LaFerriere. Gives it to Fiala, right wing. Kings in offside. Fiala thought about it for a moment. Does end up playing it from an offside position with 10:13 left.
Yeah, he was just talking to the official about it. That the puck came just outside the line. Kevin Fiala was forced. And again, this is where Vegas, their defense has been very good through the course of the game. They've been able to stand up. And what allows them to stand up so aggressively is because their forwards are doing a great job tracking, coming back on the back check, knowing that if they do get beat, there's still somebody there on the backside to be able to fill that lane.
A neutralized draw for Byfield against Hurdle, who wins the draw for Vegas. That's a couple face-off wins in a row for the Knights here in the second period. Talked about that a lot. Kings are just above 50% on the season, as are the Knights. In fact, Kings have been better for the most part this year than Vegas. Just a 0.1 difference between the two teams in the face-off circle this season. Kings out of their own zone, rolling it out to neutral ice. Knights back together with Hurdle. He'll leave it for the defenseman Korzak, who banks the puck off the wall to himself and retreats to the Knights zone. Daryl, you said a couple weeks ago before the break that's called a give and get.
You like that one, eh?
No, I like it. I wanted to use it. Hurdle enters, left wing, drop back, high slot, wrist shot, score! From the right circle, it's McNabb. The former King scores against his former team. And it's 1-1 with 9:33 left in the second period.
Yeah, Braden McNabb, when he got that puck on his stick, he was playing on his offside, a left shot back on the right point. So the puck is in the middle of the ice. He had his head up the entire time. A quick release, but Vegas, they had numbers. They activated their defense. Kemper was coming out to challenge, but the feed, Hurdle, he looked like he was going to penetrate, sends it back to McNabb, and with traffic driving the net, a little bit of a distraction. He puts it off the post to the right of the goaltender. That ties the game at 1.
And McNabb's had a good year. His plus 31 rating this year, 4th in the NHL among all skaters. That's just his 4th goal of the year. It's set up by Hurdle, who continues to thrash the Kings this year. That's his 6th point now in 3 games against LA.
Yeah, Hurdle comes into this game. He had 10 goals in his previous 13 games. He picks up an apple on that one, but he continues to keep putting points on the board against LA.
In a 1-1 game, Kings take over and send it deep to the Knights zone. Right point Doughty, he'll shoot it behind the goal. Out of the reach of Turcotte, it rolls around for Colasar, far corner. He lifts it out to center. Knights looking for it there. Waugh stood up by Doughty, and that allows Edmondson to collect for the Kings. Bank pass all the way up the wall. Turcotte collects to the red line, centers it. Kings step in, they're offside. Lewis in deep will finally touch up, and it'll be a whistle with 9:01 remaining in period 2. Braden McNabb, the former King, scores his 4th of the year from Hurdle at 10:26 of period 2. Ties the game up 1-1. We're back with second period action in a moment on the ESPN LA Kings Radio Network.
Hey, Cappy, we got to talk about Prize Picks. You got me into this. I love it. I play it every single night in almost every single sport. And for those of you listening out there, it's very simple. There is a stat line for a particular player in one of those sports, and it's as simple as more or less. You pick more, you pick less on that stat line. You win up to 100 times your money on Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks. And it's the best way to get sports action in over 30 states, including right here in California.
So here's what you do. You download the Prize Picks app. You use the code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. You get that $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. And right now, with baseball, football, basketball, soccer, and hockey going, now is a great time to play Prize Picks, George.
And again, Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. You can join over 10 million users and sign up today. Man, it's amazing. You can get your money in as quick as 15 minutes once you win.
And you're going to win. And by the way, if you don't win, don't blame me, okay? Because you're better at it than I am. Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app. Use our code CAPPY. Make that $5 play. Get that $50 bonus. Prize Picks. Run your game.
In the heart of Los Angeles, a legacy of greatness takes the ice. And in the courtrooms, where passion meets precision and every moment counts, Kings fans deserve a winning team on and off the ice. CD Law fights for justice like the Kings fight for victory. CD Law is the official law firm of the Los Angeles Kings. Winning, it's what we do. Visit cd-lawyers.com for a free consultation. That's cd-lawyers.com.
You're listening to LA Kings hockey on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app. KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
In honor of tonight's theme night, the Team LA store is offering exclusive LA Kings Japanese Heritage Night merchandise. These items won't last long, so hurry on over to teamlastore.com to get your Japanese Heritage Night apparel today. 9:01 left in the second period. Braden McNabb has tied the game for Vegas. It's 1-1. And the neutral ice draw in front of the Kings bench will get us back underway.
On that goal, the Kings had all 5 guys back, but they got mesmerized by the puck carrier, that being Hurdle. That left McNabb wide open. Kings were in position. They didn't execute defensively.
The Kings immediately darted to the Vegas zone, turned it over, and the Knights down the ice. Would have been a 3-on-2, but deflected by the Kings of the blue line. Ends up being an offside whistle against the Knights with 8:45 left.
Another combination here for the Kings. This time, Kevin Fiala joining Kempe and Kopitar up front. So the Kings looking to generate a little bit of offense. Again, they've only had 2 shots on goal in the last 20 minutes of play. So they would like to spend more time in the offensive zone. And when they do that, they want to find a way to get some pucks at the net, making it a little bit more difficult on Samsonov.
Now, what was a great first 10.5 minutes by the Kings in the first period hasn't, I guess, necessarily come back to bite them too much, but they've really just had nothing since. 1-1 game. Kings in possession as we're back underway. Back in their own zone, it's Anderson and Gavrikov. Anderson scored the empty netter the other night in his first game back in the lineup after missing 4 games with an injury. He certainly made the most of the 2-week break, along with Drew Doughty, who won a gold medal with Team Canada at the Four Nations Face-Off and scored his first goal of the season on Saturday. Quick one-touch passing through the neutral zone. Gavrikov fires it deep from the right wing. Knights quickly regain possession in their own zone. Hannafin nearly turned it over to Kopitar, and Gavrikov intercepts in the neutral zone. Bank pass up the wall from Anderson. Miscommunication with Kempe, who was going off for a change, and now the Knights right to left out of their own zone. Eichel fires it deep. Whoa! Hit a stanchion in the corner and jump free. Kings will take over. Kopitar up the near wing. Bank pass, drops it off for Moore, who tried to force it in. Disrupted by Eichel. Picked up by Fogle. Tiptoes in deep. Fogle around to the far corner. Base of the circle. Steps in backhander. Tipped wide by Kopitar. He banks it up the wall. Past Eichel, who fell down. Kings hold it in. Right point Doughty steps along the wall. Pressured by Stone. Doughty gets it back. Tried to smack it in. Pressured there by Eichel. Kings get it in deep. Kopitar feeds Fogle. Bank pass up top. Edmondson to the middle. Moore shoots. Blocked. Rebound jumped away from Doughty and out to center ice where the Kings pick it back up. And as Moore tried to fire it in, he hit his teammate Doughty. Friendly fire that ends up allowing the Knights to regain possession in their own zone. Knights to the neutral zone. Stone, the captain, left wing step to the middle. Dropped it off, and now Brett Howden shoots. Saved by Kemper. It was just kind of flung toward the net from the near circle. And a whistle with 7:01 left.
A similar play to the goal that was scored by McNabb. On the entry, Stone comes across the line. He draws 2 or 3 Kings players towards him and then just leaves the puck on open ice. That allows his teammates to come on the backside of it. It opens up a lane, not necessarily a threatening scoring chance from where the shot came from, but with traffic driving to the net, anything can happen. So that's one thing the Kings maybe have to be a little bit more aware of, that 2 or 3 guys can't get focused on the puck carrier. You've got to have guys aware of where guys are coming from, the open guys, the extra guys coming late.
And now it's a face-off in front of Darcy Kemper. And LaFerriere comes in for the Kings, wins it. Clark guides it back from Ovarari. And the Kings send it out to center ice, nearly taken away by Deneau in the neutral zone against Howden. Now the Knights will take it. Gorzak for McNabb, the goal scorer, who shoots it deep. Around to the far wall, Deneau chops it forward. LaFerriere on it, couldn't get it out, held in by the Knights. Brett Howden taken down by Jeannot. Kings look to come forward. LaFerriere at the red line, tried to wrist it deep, got blocked by the Knights right at the red line. And now Stone scoops it up in front of the Golden Knights bench. Feet Saad left wing, his slap shot knocked away to the far corner. Jeannot for the Kings, waited a second, centered. It was deflected off of Saad's skate and back to the Knights zone where Vegas will regain possession. Center ice. Brett Howden has it for Vegas. He's never had 10 goals in a season. He's got 16 this year for a career high. Send it deep up the left wing, and now Kemper out to get it for LA with 6 minutes to play in the second. 1-1 game here in downtown LA. Kings in possession. Cross ice pass. Fiala cuts to the middle. Stick handling in. Gives it to Byfield right wing. He shoots. Save. Rebound. Fiala right wing. Had an empty net but couldn't find the puck. Now Doughty shoots. Save. Samsonov. Loose puck behind the goaltender is cleared off the goal line by Hanifin. Fiala to the middle. LaFerriere couldn't find it. Now Edmondson left wing. Kings buzzing a little bit. Swung toward the front by Fiala and wide. Byfield on his horse to try to hold it in and will, but it's intercepted by Hanifin. To the middle, nearly turned over by the Kings again. Crowd finally getting back into it as the Knights skate out to center. Hurdle forces it in. Had the nice assist on the Vegas goal, and now a stretch pass. In comes Kempe, right wing, saucer pass to the middle. Byfield, nice move. Byfield shoots! Save! Samsonov, no rebound. With 5:19 to play in the second period. The Kings finally generating some chances and momentum. Noah Hanifin just cleared the puck out of the blue paint, 2 inches away from the red line. And this game remains 1-1. 5:19 left in the second. We're back in a moment on the ESPN LA Kings Radio Network.
Hey everybody, it's Cappy, and let's talk about an upsetting issue that many of us have experienced. You're paying your homeowner's insurance premium every month on time. One day you have an incident like water damage. Maybe it's a broken pipe. Could be a toilet overflow. So you open a claim with your homeowner's insurance company to find out that your insurance adjuster is trying to pay you so little you won't even be able to repair the damage. This is the time to call Avner Gatt. Avner Gatt is a public adjuster, and he is on your side. He's looking out for you. You can try and negotiate with the insurance companies yourself, but it is not that simple. The Avner Gatt team has been dealing with insurance companies for many years. It's all they do. They have vast experience in this matter. You don't. When you are represented by Avner Gatt's team, you have the entire team's experience and know-how on your side. No one messes with Avner Gatt and his team. So call Avner Gatt. 818-917-5256. That's 818-917-5256. You can go to avnergatt.com, AVNERGAT, avnergatt.com. He'll answer and you'll know it's him when you hear hello.
At Children's Hospital Los Angeles, groundbreaking research meets unparalleled expertise. It's where care is 100% tailored to kids. Every specialist, every room, every innovation revolves around one thing: your child's unique needs. CHLA's world-class experts pioneer groundbreaking cures that set the standard nationwide and have been providing the best care for kids in California for more than 124 years. Whether it's for routine care or a life-saving need, families turn to CHLA when the outcomes matter. Find a doctor at chla.org.
We are your sports station, 710 ESPN.
5:19 left in the second here in LA. Kings and the Knights tied at 1. Josh Schaefer, Darrell Evans with you tonight. Along with our on-site producer, engineer Jake Warner, and our network producer, Jeff Cabot. Thanks for being with us tonight on ESPN LA. Quiet night in the NHL. It's just one of 2 games. The other game already gone final. The Jets came from behind to beat the Sharks in overtime 2-1. Mark Scheifele's 32nd goal of the year. Minute 33 into OT. Won it for Winnipeg against San Jose. Back underway, second period. Kings will take over possession of the puck in the neutral zone. Bank it up the right wing in deep. Byfield. It's cut off by Pietrangelo behind the goal. Turned around far side. Kings intercept, and Byfield swings it deep again. In the corner, Kevin Fiala drops it back for Kempe. It's Kempe out with Byfield and Fiala here late in the second period. Kings applying pressure after that really good few shifts strung together before that last media timeout. Kings had to touch up to get back onside. Knights will take over with Nick Hague inside their own blue line. It's a stretch pass forward. Kolesar steps in, feeds right circle. A shot from there, deflected away left corner. And now Hague, the defenseman again. Hands it off for Waugh. Steps up top, feeds right circle. Long shot, sliding save by Kemper, no rebound.
Now Vegas right there just making a line change, and Tanner Pearson, who just stepped on the ice, he was able to walk into that one, and Kemper got an eye on it early. He was able to pick up the release of the shot, squared up with it, denying the chance. So with that, the Kings will make a line change, and Vegas, they're getting set, looking for a face-off win in the offensive zone here to try to create a little bit of offense. Brayden McNabb, who scored the goal for the Vegas Golden Knights a few moments ago, he and Korczak will switch sides, both open for the one-timer back in the blue line.
This time Kings win the draw in their own zone. Shots are 6-5 Knights in the period. 13-12 Kings in the game. Battle for it in front of the penalty box, and Fogle comes away with it. Tries to step into the offensive zone. Got checked, maintains possession, feeds left wing. Dano around the circle. Dano wants to center, rolled behind the goal. He'll get it back. And then more battle for it. And taken away by McNabb, the Knights goal scorer. Sends it back around the wall. Korczak tipped it forward. Kings trying to hold it in. Barbashev takes it away, and now Eichel tiptoes out to center. Over the Kings LA Fire Department logo at center ice. Eichel deep for Victor Olofsson. And now Anderson ties up Eichel in the corner. Fogle takes it away. Guides it up the wall. The Kings out to center. Moore, right wing, hits the brakes and checked by McNabb. Spun the puck to the middle where the Knights will intercept with Olofsson. Final couple of minutes of period 2. 3:40 left. 1-1 game. Moore for the Kings on the power play. McNabb for the Knights here in the second period. Right wing shot from Stone. In and out of the glove of Kemper. Knights hold it in. Hanifin to the middle. Whitecloud shot goes well wide. Rebound away from Gavrikov. Brett Howden holds it in. Howden feeds up top. Hanifin turns and shoots. They score! Tipped in front by Stone, and it squeaked its way past Kemper. And with 3:19 left in the second period, the Knights have scored twice, and they lead it 2-1.
And again, another shot, another goal generated from back in the blue line. Good release up high. As Vegas got the puck, they stretch the Kings out defensively. They get it up high. The shot from up high, Hanifin lets it go. Stone was right around the hash marks. He gets a stick on it. He puts it back between the legs of the goaltender. It trickles its way through.
And that'll give Vegas their first lead of the game. It'll be 2-1.
So Stone with his 15th goal of the year. He's now got 11 points in 11 games, and we've got a brief pause here for a moment. Are you looking at something on the Kings bench?
Yeah, they're looking at the monitors. I'm not sure exactly what they'd be looking to challenge. I don't think the puck came out up high at the blue line, but a little bit of a delay here.
Well, Kings skating out toward the face-off circle. Looks like the Kings will then change and not going to make any decisions. Of course, the Kings still have 20 minutes to make this decision based off what we saw earlier this year in Columbus. But it looks like we'll drop the puck with 3:19 left, and back-to-back goals for the Knights, McNabb and Stone. In a 6-minute and 13-second span here in period 2, they lead for the first time. Back underway, and Janot sends it deep to the Knights zone. Kopitar's after it. Under the wall by Hanifin, and now Whitecloud. Along the boards for Stone, turns it over. Janot tries to keep it moving deep to the Knights end. Kopitar after it, but spun free for Hanifin behind Samsonov of the Knights net. And now Saad, cross-ice pass. Right wing in comes Howden, got Stone with him. Howden to the middle, shoots, it's blocked. Loose puck scooped up by Laferriere, but couldn't clear. Saad holds it in. Wrapped up by Laferriere, takes the puck away, but can't clear again. The blue line held in by Whitecloud. Tiptoes to the left wing. The righty defenseman spins back up top. Left point looks for help. Across toward the blue line. Held in by the Knights and spun in deep. Behind the goal of Waugh. Couldn't handle it, and Moverari takes it away. Banked off the glass and out to center where Whitecloud intercepts. Zach Whitecloud spins away from Janot at the red line. Speeds in left wing, centering pass knocked down. Kings taken away. Off the Kings bench, Byfield into the offensive zone. Byfield trying to cut to the front, pushed away by Haig. Left wing, Byfield holds it in. He'll shoot it around for Doughty right wing. Drew Doughty spins it across to the left wing. It jumped off Edmondson's stick at the inside of the left circle. Now the Knights with it. Turned over, left circle, Fiala. Nice move, backhand over the goal. Nifty play. Fiala between his own legs, but couldn't get the backhand to go. Now holds it in. Fiala feeds left circle. Kempe gives it back to Fiala. Couldn't handle it. He's into the corner. Now Kempe shoots. One-timer wide left. Rebound Doughty. Right wing. Doughty to the hash marks. Pressured there. Lost the puck and now hurdled forward. Pressured by Fiala, who lost his stick. Kings taken away at their own line, and now Doughty. Back forward for Fiala. Bank pass up the right wing. Kempe steps in. Centers for Fiala. Had it intercepted by Colasar in front of Byfield. And now Keegan Colasar over the Kings line. Steps to the middle. Feeds right circle for an open Petrangelo, who couldn't handle the pass. Now up top, Hannafin. He's got the assist on the goal for Stone. He let the shot go before it was redirected by the Knights captain. Left wing Colasar sends it deep for Nick Waugh. Maintains possession of the puck, base of the right circle. Edmondson lost his stick, who now shoves Waugh into the corner. He lost the puck but kept it moving, and then a quick shot right circle knocked away by the Kings. Loose puck in deep. Tanner Pearson collects, the lefty forward. Feeds Colasar right circle. Had it poked away. Final minute of the second period. 2-1 Vegas. Colasar has it. Tries to spin up the wall. Keeps it moving right circle for Pearson. Deep to the corner for Waugh. Sends it around the wall. Carol's up top now for Petrangelo. Bouncing puck off a stanchion, jumped away from Pearson. Loose puck to the front of the goal, swatted away by Kemper. Kings will clear it back to center ice with 40 seconds left. Tired skaters out for the Kings, need to change. Knight's going to try to catch him in it. Pearson in, has his centering pass tipped away. Kings look to break out of their own zone, up the right wing. And in comes Kempe, who sent it deep. And goes crashing into the wall, that's Janot. Knights take over with Waugh with 20 seconds left. He's been out for a while. Kempe, who just went off the ice, had been out there for 1 minute and 42 seconds. Knights lift it down the ice. Knocked down by Anderson at the red line. 10 seconds left. Gavrikov, right wing. Kings onside, entering the zone. Gavrikov for more. Shoots wide right. 4 seconds left. Rebound left wing. Vogel shoots. Tipped just wide. Behind the goal. Kings tried to center. It's knocked away. And the period comes to a close. The Knights score twice in the second period, and they lead it 2-1 through 40 minutes.
I think when you look at that second period, Vegas was the better of the two teams. They won more face-offs. They had a lot of jump in the early part of the period. And the Kings had some better shifts as the period went on, but by that time, Vegas had already tied the game, and then they went ahead and took the lead for the first time. Both Vegas goals, similarities. They activated their defense. Their defense became involved. Braden McNabb scoring the first one, and then we saw Hannafin with the high shot and the tip by Stone. So Kings are going to have to make sure they had bodies in the defensive zone, but their coverage, attention to detail is going to have to be a little cleaner in the third period, but the Kings have to find a way to generate a little bit more offense. They trail by 1 going into the final 20.
McNabb's 4th of the year, tied it at 10:26. Stone's 15th gave the Knights their first lead of the game at 16:41 of period number 2. We will take a break. When we come back, a conversation with Kings forward Quinton Byfield. That's next on the second intermission report on the ESPN LA Kings Radio Network.
At Children's Hospital Los Angeles, groundbreaking research meets unparalleled expertise. It's where care is 100% tailored to kids. Every specialist, every room, every innovation revolves around one thing: your child's unique needs. CHLA's world-class experts pioneer groundbreaking cures that set the standard nationwide and have been providing the best care for kids in California for more than 124 years. Whether it's for routine care or a life-saving need, families turn to CHLA when the outcomes matter. Find a doctor at chla.org.
This journey moves us. It moves us towards a healthier future. It's where setbacks lead to comebacks, where a little humanity goes a long way, and a lot of it can achieve practically anything. This journey is measured not in days, but in lives changed, families cared for, communities strengthened. Because to change what healthcare can be, there's only one direction to go. Well ahead, Blue Shield of California.
Hey, Cappy, we got to talk about Prize Picks. You got me into this. I love it. I play it every single night in almost every single sport. And for those of you listening out there, it's very simple. There is a stat line for a particular player in one of those sports, and it's as simple as more or less. You pick more, you pick less on that stat line. You win up to 100 times your money on Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks. And it's the best way to get sports action in over 30 states, including right here in California.
So here's what you do. You download the Prize Picks app. You use the code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. You get that $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. And right now, with baseball, football, basketball, soccer, and hockey going, now is a great time to play Prize Picks, George.
And again, Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. You can join over 10 million users and sign up today. Man, it's amazing. You can get your money in as quick as 15 minutes once you win.
And you're going to win. And by the way, if you don't win, don't blame me, okay? Because you're better at it than I am. Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app. Use our code CAPPY. Make that $5 play. Get that $50 bonus. Prize Picks. Run your game.
710 ESPN, the destination for LA sports this fall.
Here comes LeBron and slam dunk right in Paul George's face and a foul.
Lakers basketball.
Got it back. Another three. Good. What a night for Austin Reeves.
Rams football.
Cup of the 6. Cup to the pylon. Touchdown, Cooper Cup. Touchdown, LA.
The USC Trojans.
Hands off the marks. Up the middle. Into the end zone. Touchdown. They're going wild in half of this stadium as the Trojans are going to pull off the upset. How do you do?
LAFC.
Oh, flip for LA Football Club. Did he?
The LA Kings and Angels baseball.
The all-new ESPN LA app, your destination for LA sports.
Celebrate Armenian heritage with the LA Kings on Saturday, February 22nd at 6 p.m. as they take on the Utah Hockey Club. Purchase a ticket pack to receive an exclusive New Era beanie. Get yours today at lakings.com/tickets.
710 ESPN.
Welcome back to the Intermission Report here on ESPN LA. Josh Schaefer joined by Kings forward Quinton Byfield. Q, how's everything going for you?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great, thanks. I just want to go back to when you first started playing hockey, when you laced them up for the first time. What's the first memory you have of being out on the ice?
Oh, gosh. I think... I don't know what my first memory is, but I know, the first time I went on skates, I was 2. My mom just took me to a public rink and, kind of taught me how to skate then. But, the first memories I have of playing hockey is waking up at, 4 a.m. in the morning. My mom and dad dressing me on the staircases and getting ready to take me over before school. So that was my first memory. I'm kind of doing that and playing, just pick up hockey with all, the guys at the rink. So, yeah.
Did you always play forward growing up?
I didn't. I played D until I was 8 years old, actually. So, you can't tell my backwards game, but it used to be there.
So when you look back to where you've come from and how you grew up playing hockey, if you could offer any advice to your past self to get to where you are now, what would it be?
Honestly, I think I kind of did it right. I played a ton of different sports. Not much hockey during the summer, but I grew up. I just loved playing hockey. I loved the game. When I was younger, I'd always rollerblade in my front yard after every day of school. Not to get better, but just because I had fun doing it. There's chances for me also to play up a year sometimes, and that was never my goal. It was kind of just I want to stay with all my buddies, always play with them, and have fun. So I think a lot of that goes to my parents, and I'm proud of how I did it and where I've come.
As a Canadian kid, how much time did you get on the outdoor rinks?
Got a ton. Honestly, my mom and dad built me a rink in the backyard when I was younger, and my dad always maintained it at like 4 a.m. in the morning. So they put more of a grind in there, but I was lucky enough to have one in the backyard. And, always when I get a chance to go play on ODR, it's always a lot of fun.
Does it feel, I asked Clarky this too, does it feel different than a typical indoor rink?
Oh, yeah. You're outside. You got no helmet on, not much gear. And you're just out there with all your buddies having fun. It's a lot colder out there, too. The ice is obviously a lot worse, too. So it's just a different feeling being out there and enjoying the moment out there outside. So.
If you weren't playing hockey right now, what would you want to be doing?
It's a good question. I think I was always really big into sports, so hopefully another sport, or I was big in fashion and designs and stuff too, so maybe something along those lines. But if not sports, probably something in fashion or design, something like that.
What other sports you play growing up?
Play lacrosse, basketball, soccer, volleyball, baseball. You name it, I played it. I enjoyed it all, and I think it helped me just with my stuff on the ice too.
Q, thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you.
We're back after this on the ESPN LA Kings Radio Network.
Did you know that Crypto.com is the official crypto platform of the LA Kings? That's right. But did you also know that Crypto.com is the world's fastest growing crypto app with over 100 million users worldwide? You heard that right. Over 100 million users worldwide. Now with the Crypto.com app, you can easily buy and sell more than 350 cryptocurrencies only with the Crypto.com app. Download it now at the App Store or Google Play. That's the Crypto.com app, and remember, fortune favors the brave. Go Kings, go.
This journey moves us. It moves us towards a healthier future. It's where setbacks lead to comebacks, where a little humanity goes a long way, and a lot of it can achieve practically anything. This journey is measured not in days, but in lives changed, families cared for, communities strengthened. Because to change what healthcare can be, there's only one direction to go. Well ahead, Blue Shield of California.
RadNet is California's leader in high-quality, cost-effective radiology services with a statewide network of outpatient imaging centers. Each center offers state-of-the-art equipment, providing patients, physicians, and payers the latest advancements, including AI tools for breast, lung, and prostate screenings. RadNet has been a long-standing partner with the Kings for over 25 years. With locations across the state, RadNet makes radiology care convenient for you. To find a location near you, call 1-800-2-RADNET or visit us at radnetimaging.com.
At Children's Hospital Los Angeles, groundbreaking research meets unparalleled expertise. It's where care is 100% tailored to kids. Every specialist, every room, every innovation revolves around one thing: your child's unique needs. CHLA's world-class experts pioneer groundbreaking cures that set the standard nationwide and have been providing the best care for kids in California for more than 124 years. Whether it's for routine care or a life-saving need, families turn to CHLA when the outcomes matter. Find a doctor at chla.org.
FanDuel Sports Network is your new home for your home teams. Watch all the big hits, big shots, big goals, all in one place. For unrivaled coverage of your LA Kings, visit FanDuelSportsNetwork.com today and stream live tonight.
Today's the day for a new Tacoma or Tundra, for a new Corolla or the all-new Camry, for a new Prius or a new RAV4. Yeah, today is the day for a great deal on Toyota's most popular models. Fuel-efficient cars, powerful trucks, versatile SUVs. Check out the latest offers at Toyota.com. Then see your Toyota dealer today. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
Toyota.com is Toyota's central for all things Toyota. At Toyota.com, you can get product information, compare models, check out all the latest offers, find a dealer, search our inventory, set up a test drive. You can even build your Toyota the way you want. The road to a great deal on a new Toyota starts at Toyota.com. We make it easy on you. Toyota, let's go places.
710 ESPN.
Second Division report inside Crypto.com Arena, where the Vegas Golden Knights have taken a 2-1 lead over the LA Kings thanks to 2 goals in the second period. Hi again, everybody. I'm Josh Schaefer, along with our on-site producer-engineer Jake Warner and our network producer Jeff Cabot across the street in our ESPN LA studio. Thanks for being with us tonight. The Kings led 1-0 after one period. Trevor Moore scoring the Kings' second power play goal in as many games, and then the Kings were held without a shot until about the 7 or 8 minute mark of period number 2. And once we got to the midway point of the period, Vegas came down the other way, started to generate some momentum, and it was the former King Braden McNabb who evened the score 1-1. Hurdle enters, left wing, drop back, high slot, wrist shot, score! From the right circle, it's McNabb. The former King scores against his former team, and it's 1-1 with 9:33 left in the second period. So McNabb's fourth of the season from Tomas Hertl and Caden Korzak. Hertl continues to find his name on the score sheet against the LA Kings this season. Assist number 22 for the veteran forward this year, and his 6th point in just 3 games against the Kings. And 6.5 minutes later, the Knights get on the board again. This time it was the captain, Mark Stone, fresh off a gold medal at the Four Nations face-off. He's on the board with his 15th of the year to give the Knights the lead. Knights hold it in. Hanifin to the middle. White Cloud shot goes well wide. Rebound away from Gavrikov. Brett Howden holds it in. Howden feeds up top. Hanifin turns and shoots. They score! Tipped in front by Stone, and it squeaked its way past Kemper. And with 3:19 left in the second period, the Knights have scored twice, and they lead it 2-1. Well, 2-1 game. Mark Stone with his 15th of the year from Hanifin and Howden at 16:41. No penalties for either side in period number 2 after 4 penalty minutes for each side in the first. Kings are 1 for 2 on the power play. Knights 0 for 2. And as always, the power play counter is delivered by every game by Chumba Casino. With new games added weekly and no purchase necessary, you too can play Chumba Casino anytime, anywhere. No purchase necessary. Must be 21 or older. Terms and conditions apply. Kings trail the Vegas Golden Knights 2-1. We're back to start of the third period, joined by Skate for LA Strong Hall of Famer Darrell Evans when we come back here in downtown LA on the ESPN LA Kings Radio Network.
Hey, Cappy, we got to talk about Prize Picks. You got me into this. I love it. I play it every single night in almost every single sport. And for those of you listening out there, it's very simple. There is a stat line for a particular player in one of those sports, and it's as simple as more or less. You pick more, you pick less on that stat line. You win up to 100 times your money on Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks. And it's the best way to get sports action in over 30 states, including right here in California.
So here's what you do. You download the Prize Picks app. You use the code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. You get that $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. And right now, with baseball, football, basketball, soccer, and hockey going, now is a great time to play Prize Picks, George.
And again, Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. You can join over 10 million users and sign up today. Man, it's amazing. You can get your money in as quick as 15 minutes once you win.
And you're going to win. And by the way, if you don't win, don't blame me, okay? Because you're better at it than I am. Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app. Use our code CAPPY. Make that $5 play. Get that $50 bonus. Prize Picks. Run your game. Hey, everybody. It's Cappy, and let's talk about an upsetting issue that many of us have experienced. You're paying your homeowner's insurance premium every month on time. One day you have an incident like water damage. Maybe it's a broken pipe. Could be a toilet overflow. So you open a claim with your homeowner's insurance company to find out that your insurance adjuster is trying to pay you so little you won't even be able to repair the damage. This is the time to call Avner Gatt. Avner Gatt is a public adjuster, and he is on your side. He's looking out for you. You can try and negotiate with the insurance companies yourself, but it is not that simple. The Avner Gatt team has been dealing with insurance companies for many years. It's all they do. They have vast experience in this matter. You don't. When you are represented by Avner Gatt's team, you have the entire team's experience and know-how on your side. No one messes with Avner Gatt and his team. So call Avner Gatt, 818-917-5256. That's 818-917-5256. You can go to avnergatt.com, AVNERGAT, avnergatt.com. He'll answer, and you'll know it's him when you hear, hello.
This journey moves us. It moves us towards a healthier future. It's where setbacks lead to comebacks, where a little humanity goes a long way, and a lot of it can achieve practically anything. This journey is measured not in days, but in lives changed, families cared for, communities strengthened. Because to change what healthcare can be, there's only one direction to go. Well ahead, Blue Shield of California.
Starting a yard project soon? Before you dig, remember that utility lines might be just below the surface. The average shovel strike travels over 30 miles per hour with over 200 pounds of force, powerful enough to break underground utility lines, which homeowners could be responsible to pay for. Always call 811 before you dig to stay safe, avoid fines or outages. For more information, visit SoCalGas.com/811. SoCal Gas is responsible for marking natural gas pipelines up to the gas meter.
Join the LA Kings for Japanese Heritage Night on Monday, February 24th versus the Vegas Golden Knights. Get a ticket pack and score a Japanese Heritage New Era beanie. Don't miss out. Ticket packs available now at lakings.com.
710 ESPN.
Approaching the start of period 3 at Crypto.com Arena here in downtown Los Angeles. The Knights scored twice in the second period. They lead the Kings 2-1 after 40 minutes of play. Josh Schaefer, Daryl Evans, on-site producer-engineer Jake Warner, and network producer Jeff Cabot. Thanks for being with us tonight. We await the Kings to take the ice here for the start of the third period. There they are, right on cue. Daryl, second period. Took a while for the Kings to start generating some momentum. They eventually did, but it was the Knights who scored twice.
Yeah, no, I thought Vegas dominated that second period, especially the first half of that second period. Vegas came out there very deliberate, direct, got pucks in deep, spent a lot of time in the offensive zone. Not that they got a large volume of shots. The Kings were forced to block a lot of shots. 17 blocked shots through 2 periods of play, but Vegas definitely set the tone early on. Kings did weather the storm a little bit, but in weathering the storm, they gave up a goal, and then eventually Vegas was able to take the lead. They activated their defense on both goals, and that's where the Kings, again, when you spend time in the defensive zone, that's what's going to happen. All 5 guys get involved in the offensive attack, and the Kings will have to try to do a better job in the third period. They've got their work cut out for them in the third period. Vegas, this is their best offensive period, 77 goals for. Their best defensive period, 44 goals against. That's a 33-goal differential in their favor. Kings are going to have to be at their best here to get something out of this one.
And Daryl, we just haven't seen that very often this season for the Kings. This is their best offensive period. It's also their worst defensive period because not only do they get better as the game goes on, but a lot of teams are like that as well. But for Vegas, good offensively and defensively, it's their best overall period. So.
Yeah, we've heard Jim Hiller the last couple of days. He's talked about Vegas. He says they're a good hockey club. They really don't have any weaknesses, any blemishes in their game. They play a complete game. They've got depth. And they don't beat themselves. They're a team that they make you beat them. So Kings have got a tough task ahead of them. Be it that it's only a 1-goal deficit, but it's the style of play, the way the game's going right now. Great scoring chances are few and far between for the Kings.
Well, we get a whistle just 13 seconds into the period, like an offside against the Golden Knights. It looked like, their faceoff's going to come back into at center ice on top of the logo. 2-1 Knights. McNabb and Stone in period 2. Trevor Moore for the Kings in the first. Deneau tossed out of the face-off circle, and comes Warren Foegele against Nicholas Waugh. Back toward the Kings line, deflected out of the air by Mo Ferrari. Knights speed in right wing. Tanner Pearson in the corner, hits the brakes at the base of the circle. Sends it up top for Pietrangelo, who was pressured, so he'll just one-time it deep. Puck around to the far corner. Kings take it away, try to knock it out of the zone. It was deflected and held in by the Knights. Behind the net, Kemper out of his goal to play it. Shoots it around the wall. Pietrangelo couldn't hold it in. Kings in a 2-on-1 in the neutral zone if they hurry. Moore, left wing, Moore shoots, scores! Trevor Moore with a snipe from the near circle. Less than 1 minute into period 3, Moore's got his second, and it's 2-2.
Well, Warren Fogel's not going to figure in on the score sheet on that one. But give him his marks. The minute Trevor Moore picked up the puck, Warren Foegele buried his head, went right for the far post, distracting the goaltender and making the defender know that there was somebody there. That opened up the lane a little bit. That allowed Trevor Moore to pull the trigger. He gets his second of the game. And here early in the third period, just 42 seconds in, we're tied at 2.
Well, goals have been hard to come by for Trevor Moore this season, who had a career-high 31 last year, but he's now got 4 goals in his last 6 games. This game's tied up 2-2. Knights step back into the offensive zone to get play back underway. Kings intercept and bank it high off the glass down the ice. No icing, Hannafin back to get it for the Knights, and rimmed around the wall in front of the Knights bench for Olofsson. Chips it forward for Eichel, and now the Knights fire it deep with Zach Whitecloud. Around to the left wing, Olofsson tips it up top, Hannafin shoots, it's blocked in front, poked away from Ivan Barbashev. Now the Kings right to left into the neutral zone. Fiala drops it for Kempe, who wrists it deep. Took a deflection, and it slowly rolled in behind the red line, and now the Knights send it out to center once again, but we get a whistle. Kempe and Whitecloud latched onto one another. Oh, it kind of looked like Kempe's stick was underneath the visor of Whitecloud, maybe, and the play got whistled down and broken up.
Yeah, both players are kind of poking at each other's face, a couple of face washers, and now a couple of words being exchanged between the two. Kempe's being escorted to the penalty box, and we'll see whether or not there's going to be one or more penalties here. Right now, it looks like just Kempe Kings are looking to question this, but the referees are coming together. They're going to talk about this one, but Kempe right now is the only player in the penalty box.
And the Kings didn't seem too thrilled with it after the conversation. See if anybody else is going to get grabbed. It doesn't look like it.
Yeah, no,
they are.
He's calling him. Yep.
Not going to sneak off onto the bench on their watch. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So Kempe, we just got to look at it on the video board. Kempe was latched onto Whitecloud, shoved him a couple of times, and then Whitecloud popped him in the face, and Kempe gave it right back.
I think when you look at the end of the day, the call that was made, that's the call that should be made. I don't think either team should get an advantage out of that one. Both players willing combatants. They both latched onto each other. They both poked and pushed and shoved, and so the referees get things settled down out there, and both players make their way to the respective penalty boxes. And that last shift there, we had a hit in front of my little area over here, my little booth. And I need a squeegee over here now, Josh. I got snowed in. I got to get dried off. My counter is all wet. My screen is dripping. I look like I'm trying to report the weather as opposed to the hockey game. But we're going to get 4-on-4. Now here's an interesting one for you. Vegas has not scored a goal 4-on-4 all year, nor have they been scored on 4-on-4. Kings haven't scored a goal all year 4-on-4, but they have given up 4.
Now we'll see what we'll get here, and we'll check back in with Darryl Evans, who's ringside in a few minutes for the weather report. As Eichel steps in, his shot blocked, and back to the blue line, Hannafin will carry it out to center. So Darryl, Warren Foegele does end up getting onto the score sheet with that. Trevor Moore, his 10th of the year, 2nd of the game from Foegele, and goaltender Darcy Kemper, 42 seconds in to tie it 2-2.
Yeah, Foegele must have made the play just inside the blue line there that I wasn't paying attention to. I just was so impressed the way he buried his head and went right to the post, back in the defender and pulling the goaltender's attention.
Knights back in, 4-on-4. Pietrangelo right circle, shoots, save, where's the puck? Darcy Kemper's got it and gets a whistle. And a minute 14 to go in the 4-on-4 spell with Kempe and Whitecloud in the penalty boxes, 2 minutes each for roughing.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see here, in a 4-on-4 situation with a little bit of space, whether or not we see Brant Clark get himself a little bit of action. He hasn't played a lot last couple of games, but this is a situation where normally you'd see him. This is where his skill set comes out.
Yeah, Brant Clark 5-13 in this game.
Maybe if they get an offensive zone faceoff, maybe we'll see something we did earlier in the game where the two, he and Doughty both ended up there for the faceoff.
Yeah, Clark only played 5-15 last game. He's played 5-13 this game so far as the Kings 7th beat tonight. Kings win a draw out of their own zone in the 4-on-4. Moore steps in. Deneau left wing. Deneau curls back up top, was pressured. Lost the puck, but the Kings hold it in. Edmondson now Moore left circle. Stick handles up the wall, tried to give it to the blue line, blocked by Hurdle. Then Moore shoots, it's stripped away. Kind of Winston Payne. I'm not sure if he got slashed or something, but something with his right hand, he just couldn't let the shot go.
Yeah, and if you're Trevor Moore right now, shoot everything. Anytime you got a chance in the offensive zone, put the puck on the net. He's riding the hot hand tonight.
Right step in, right wing, Korzak shoots it deep. Cut off by Doughty, right wing, or far wing. Doughty on it, tries to send it up the wall, pressured by Hurdle. He'll chip it behind the goal. It skipped on the lip of the boards all the way to the near corner. And Edmondson gives it back to Doughty, far side, who rims it into the neutral zone. Moore tries to spin down the ice. He's tripped up by McNabb, no call. Moore still with it. McNabb all over him. Moore around the right circle and around Korzak. Moore looking up the wall. He got slowed down, couldn't feed it past Eichel. And the Knights intercept as Eichel steps behind his own net. Trevor Moore, 2 goals tonight, both of them for LA. Stone and McNabb for Vegas. Stripped by Kempe. He steps into the offensive zone, drops it back. Fiala shoots, it's blocked. Right to Pietrangelo, who curls away from Kempe. Tried to feed Eichel, couldn't get it out. Kings hold it in. Anderson touch pass, right wing. Gavrikov fired it over the goal. Might have taken a slight deflection. And now the Knights back through the neutral zone as the 4-on-4 expires. Deep to the Kings zone. Kemper knocked it away. Gavrikov poked it up the wall. Byfield with a whack to it. Knights hold it in, but Saad turned it over. And now Kempe. For Anderson, back for Kempe left wing. He chips it in past Pietrangelo. It's Nick Hague who's after it for the Knights. Gives it back to his D partner in the corner, and now Mark Stone, the captain, through the neutral zone. Brandon Saad, acquired recently for the Knights after he mutually agreed with the St. Louis Blues to terminate his contract, came right here to Vegas where he's been terrific for the Knights. They send it deep to the Vegas zone. It's going to be icing against the Kings. Kopitar looked like not only had he negated the icing, but the goaltender Samsonov played the puck.
I think it's going to come to center ice because what happened too is the puck was shot down and actually went over the defender's stick. So I think that's where the Kings were first questioned it. Then the goaltender played it. They'll bring the face off to center ice, and that's the right call.
Not to mention Kopitar. I don't know if he did get to the circles in time, but it was certainly close. So there's three things that the Kings could nitpick there. Showing Rams wide receiver Puka Nacua on the video board chanting "Go Kings, go!" See if he can will the Kings forward here in the third period. 2-2 game. Kings and the Knights. And the Knights lift the puck out of play. And the faceoff, I believe, going to come back into the neutral zone here.
You know, here's one thing you don't see too often at a hockey game, at least from where I've been watching the games from up beside you there, Josh. Couple in the ice box here beside me. It's a little bit chilly down here at ice level tonight. The lady had open-toed shoes. She was barefoot. Her feet got extremely cold. Her boyfriend, husband, her date, took his shoes off, his running shoes, took his socks off. She now's got his socks on under her shoes.
In front, the Kings just put it wide, tucked in front. Loose puck between the circles. The Knights will skate it away.
You can't make this stuff up.
This is just on-ice analysis. You do not get from Daryl Evans when he's
Finally
upstairs.
pedicured toes.
You just... Oh... I think there's a game going on, and the puck's into the Kings bench. Duck, Daryl!
No, it's way over there.
And a little bit of shoving there. Daryl, get involved! 14:58 to play in the period. Daryl's too busy looking at toenails.
Yeah, you're trying to get me to get off the air. I know what you're doing. You're trying to get me beat up down here.
Well, I got to tell you, Daryl, if the Kings had put that in the net right there, we would have been nearly crying laughing over two Kings goals this year. The other one was when Brant Clark and the referee inadvertently skated into each other, and it was a yard sale on one end of the ice while the Kings scored the game-winning goal on the other.
Yeah, the athletic socks underneath these open-toed shoes are not very fashionable.
What color are they?
Black and white socks with tan shoes.
Oh my God. That should be a crime.
Yeah,
get that guy out of here.
They're made for radio only, that look.
14:45 to play third period. 2-2 Kings of the Knights. Knights turn it over in their own zone. Moore shoots. Bad save by Samsonov. That's Trevor Moore with 2 goals tonight, testing the waters a little bit. 14.5 to go. Moore tied it 40 seconds into the period. And now the Kings take over in their own end and going to get whistled for a hand pass.
Yeah, right now you can see both teams, a lot of conversation on the ice, making sure that everybody's got guys covered. Layers defensively. I think we're going to see a little bit of a chess match here the rest of the way. 14.5 minutes left in a 2-2 game, and points are at the premium right now between these two teams.
Face off in front of the Kings bench. Byfield against Hurdle, who wins the draw for the Knights. Vegas, winners of 3 straight. The Kings won on Saturday and have points in 5 straight. 2 top 3 teams in the Pacific Division. Knights in first place, at least for the time being. Leading Edmonton by 2 points. Kings step into the offensive zone right to left. Up the wing, Kempe feeds Edmonton blue line. Long shot, tipped away off of Hurdle's skate. Kempe holds it in right point. Loose puck bouncing around to the top of the far circle. Knights couldn't get it out. Fiala, nice poke check to keep it in. Byfield and Pietrangelo chase after it in the corner. Defenseman for the Knights wins the race. And up the wall, Hurdle. He got knocked down by Kempe, who kind of sideswiped him. Kings take it away. Right side, Byfield to the middle. Kempe dangles and got hooked. It's going to be a penalty. Byfield got taken down in the corner. Cutting right to the front. Kempe got hooked, and the Kings will go to the power play.
Yeah, right now the Golden Knights coaching staff not too happy with the penalty that was taken. Definitely a penalty, but again, probably be deemed a good penalty there by Dorofeev because you take away a scoring chance with the Kings' top scorer, Kempe, making his way in.
2-2 game, 13:38 left in the third period. Kings to the advantage when we come back on the ESPN LA Kings Radio Network.
Level up your LA Kings experience with Vivid Seats Elite Seats. All the on-ice Kings action with even more exclusive access and rewards. Enjoy great seats to the game in Section 103, along with Yamava Club access and parking included with your purchase. Plus, get a free Team LA Kings shop item at the game. Score your Vivid Seats Elite Seats tickets today and earn perks on each purchase from the only leading ticket company with the rewards program. Experience it live with Vivid Seats, the official partner of the LA Kings.
Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel is California's premier entertainment destination. See world-class performances at Yamava Theater all year long, like the queen of hip-hop and soul, Mary J. Blige, on March 3rd. See Journey, one of the most popular rock bands in the world, on March 16th. And don't miss a chance to see legendary singer-songwriter James Taylor take the stage on May 8th. Buy your tickets today at YamavaTheater.com or at the casino box office. Must be 21 and winner. Please gamble responsibly.
Starting a yard project soon? Before you dig, remember that utility lines might be just below the surface. The average shovel strike travels over 30 miles per hour with over 200 pounds of force, powerful enough to break underground utility lines, which homeowners could be responsible to pay for. Always call 811 before you dig to stay safe, avoid fines or outages. For more information, visit SoCalGas.com/811. SoCal Gas is responsible for marking natural gas pipelines up to the gas meter.
710 ESPN.
Trevor Moore tied this game up 42 seconds into the third period, and now the Kings will go to the power play as Pavel Dorofeev sits 2 minutes for hooking. And in a 2-2 game, 13:38 left. Daryl, Kings have a pretty good opportunity here, and they've scored a power play goal in back-to-back games.
Yeah, no doubt, and again, they want to have that shot mentality. Vegas, again, penalty kill on the road, struggle a little bit. They are aggressive on the penalty kill. They do have 5 shorthanded goals this year, so the Kings have to make sure that they've got layers back. Even if they do have possession of the puck, you don't want to hang one guy out to dry up high.
They win the draw to get the power play started, and Fiala left wing along the near boards. Feeds Doughty at the blue line. Back to the middle. Kopitar had a one-timer deflected and then cleared by the Knights just seconds into the power play.
I like the fact that they tried something a little bit different there. Instead of Kopitar moving the puck, he looked to shoot the puck, but Vegas reacted quickly. They got a stick-on-stick there, not allowing Kopitar's shot to get through.
Right wing. King step in. LaFerriere got taken down. Took McNabb with him. They kept the puck moving behind the goal. Kopitar rims it around to Fiala left point. Keep the Kopitar to circle up top. Fiala shoots. A one-timer deflected away. Face of the right circle. Kings hold it in, and then Kempe turned it over. Skating into the neutral zone. Stone feeds right wing. Tried to give it to Eichel. He got checked and turned it over to Fiala.
Yeah, Eichel there recognizing that Fiala was a forward back. He tried to challenge him one-on-one. Fiala did a great job at denying him.
Ferrier enters right wing. He'll slide it in deep. Behind the goal, it's chopped away from Kopitar. Fiala holds it in near point, swings it back in deep, and it caroms behind the net. Hannafin after it. Up the wall. Kings hold it in right point with Doughty. Across to the left wing. Fiala steps in. Shoots. Blocked in the circle. Nice block there by Whitecloud. Kings send it behind the goal. Knights on it there. Colasar not under pressure yet. He will send it all the way down the ice, and the Kings will get the second unit out with 35 seconds to go on the power play. Fiala scored a power play one-time goal last night. Moore scored in the first period on a redirect of a Byfield shot. Now that second unit steps out now. Moore up the wing, tried to give it to Deneau. He couldn't maintain possession, and the Knights clear it again. Kemper out of the net to get it. 20 seconds left on the Dorofeev penalty. Kings maybe with one more chance. 15 seconds to go on the power play. Here's Byfield. Lefty forward, right to left out of the LA zone. Over the center red and over the Knights blue line. Kings enter right wing. Spin move by Moore. Feeds Byfield in the corner. Got checked. Pietrangelo takes over behind the goal. Cannot clear. Pressured by Deneau. Knights back to full strength. Dorofeev out of the box. Kings take it away. Byfield steps to the middle. Can't shoot yet. Backhander in front. Score! Fogle! What a goal! Byfield to Fogle. He deked to the backhand and flicked it into the empty net. And with 11:29 to play in the third, it's 3-2 LA.
Well, that's execution at its finest. Boy, that looked real sharp down here at ice level. Fogle with pressure. Did a good job. They kept the puck in. Byfield was able to get the puck. He throws it across. He sees Fogle coming. Fogle, instead of trying to tip it in on the short side, he brings the puck right back across the top of the blue paint, spreads the goaltender out, sweeps it into the net on the backhand. Kings have the lead back. It's 3-2 here with 11:29 left in the third.
That is just silky smooth from Warren Fogle, and a great feed to get it in front by Byfield. Just underway. Knights are offside immediately after the restart. I mean, it's not a power play goal, Daryl, of course, but right after it, it's that second unit that kind of stayed out there. And Byfield to Fogle, that connection was good earlier this year, and it's a great goal to give the Kings a 3-2 lead.
Yeah, it's just a tenacious forecheck. Looked like Vegas was coming out with the puck, but the backside pressure by the Kings, they were able to get possession of the puck, and then instead of hesitating and cycling it, they went counterattack right back at the net.
Kings back the other way. Janot checked as he entered the zone, rolled it in deep, and now Hurdle on it. Now came together with a teammate, Whitecloud, who smacks it away up the wall. Past Lavoie, Kings hold it in. Wristed toward the goal. Knocked away with the paddle by Samsonov. 9 minutes into the period. The Kings lead on Warren Fogle's 15th of the year and his second point of the game. The second point of the period as well. Kings send it deep. Janot after it. Wins the race. Had it knocked away from him in the corner. The Kings get it back. Tried to center it, knocked away. Now Eichel speeds into the neutral zone. Tries to make a play. Splits between the defense. To the right circle. Eichel hits the base of the circle and then stops. Kings knock it away. Now Moore out to center. Chased by Korzak. Taken into the half wall in front of the Knights bench. And now McNabb nearly turned it over. Eichel speeds out to center. Trailed by Fogle. Had it poked away on a centering pass. Hurdle gets it back. Left wing shoots it deep. Eichel couldn't hold it in. Now around near side, chopped down the ice by Moore. It rolls just wide of the net. It's an icing. With 10:09 to play in the period.
Yeah, when you look at that situation, even though Trevor Moore and the Kings get called for icing, it's better than turning the puck over in the defensive zone. You're towards the end of the shift. You ice the puck. You get a few seconds to kind of hit the reset button. Vegas will make a line change. They'll get who they want on the ice. But on the Kings side of things, Danault's out there. And generally, that's who you want out.
Knights win an O-zone draw. Backhand it toward the front. Poked away by Kemper off of Howden, who collected the puck but had his back to the goal. And Kemper reached out and smacked it away. Kings send it down the ice. They'll get a much-needed change as Vegas left to right through the neutral zone and ladled up the near wall by Mark Stone. Saad after it. Behind the goal. Loose puck knocked around. Kings take it away. 2-on-2 out the center. It's Fiala and Kempe. The Kings' two leading goal scorers. Had it knocked away, but Byfield takes it into the offensive zone. It's Kempe behind the net to Fiala right corner. Fiala scans the ice. Long pass up top. Anderson winds and fires. It's tipped away. Rebound near wall. Kempe couldn't maintain possession. Anderson holds it into the blue line. Deep for Fiala. Got spun around and taken down to the ice by Haig. Knights collect the puck and start out to center. Knocked away. Kings take over. Byfield over the blue line. Pressured by Stone. He'll ladle it back to the LA blue line. And then force it in deep for Anderson. He and Moverari in the Kings zone. Byfield banks it up the wall. Needs to change. Taken away by the Knights. They turn it right over to Kopitar, fresh off the bench. Bank pass up the wall. Out to center ice. Joe battling for it. Right in front of the Kings penalty box. Whitecloud there for Vegas along with Tanner Pearson, former King and Stanley Cup champion here in LA. Pearson is the one who guides it back for Kolasar. Whitecloud lost his bucket. Kings nearly take the puck away at the blue line, but now the Knights take it and force it in deep. Pearson skates in. He's been a good pickup for Vegas this year, but lost it to Janot, who skates out to center. Pressured in front of the Knights penalty box, but gets it in deep. It's intercepted by the Knights. They'll swing it out to center.
Yeah, Kings have to do a little bit better job on their puck placement. They've got to get it past the defense. Right now, Vegas's defense has been able to get the puck and come straight up the ice. Kings have to get them, turn their toes, make them go back and pick it off the boards.
Shots are 4-2 LA here in the period. 16-16 in the game. Knights left to right out of their own zone. Kings lead at 3-2 on two third-period goals. One from Moore, one from Fogle. Knights come in. Wrist shot deflected just wide of the right post. Hurdle was camped in front, and now Doughty feeds Moore. He's got 2 goals tonight. Lifted up in the air, deflected by the Knights. Danault collects as he enters the offensive zone. Had it chopped off his stick, and now Lavoie run into by Kempe and lost the puck.
Yeah, that play there again, those are the rushes. This stage of the hockey game, I know Danault's trying to make a play there, but that puck has got to get in deep. You got to get it down below the goal line.
Edmondson wrists it deep, slowed down by the goaltender Samsonov behind the net, and then swung all the way down the ice by Vegas, but the puck slows down as it skittered into the LA zone, and it's not an icing. Kings back the other way. tipped in. No icing as it rolls behind the Vegas net now. And now Noah Hannafin. Up the wall, Gavrikov darts toward the Kings bench to smack it back over the red line. Kings have it again. Up the left wing, Kempe tips it in. Fiala gives chase. Hannafin gets there first, knocked it away from Fiala, and up the wall, Olofsson helped kick it out to center. Right to Eichel, down the middle, step to the left wing, hands it off there. In comes Barbashev, tip back toward the middle, and now Korzak shoots, save Kemper, rebound right circle, spun back in front, deflected away by Anderson and chopped away. Hannafin, left wing, the defenseman for Vegas. Spins it back past Eichel, and it rolls behind the net. Olofsson after it. His pass deflected away by Kevin Fiala. Kings up the wall. Byfield over the blue line. He'll roll it back to the Vegas zone. Kings can change, and no icing against L.A.
Yeah, smart play there by Byfield. That was a much-needed line change. Kings wholesale change. 5 fresh sets of legs on the ice.
Vegas tipped us into the offensive zone up the left wing. That was Howden. And now Doughty behind the Kings net. Round for LaFerriere. Couldn't deflect it out, but it's back for Kopitar, who muscles it out to center. Pietrangelo, bank pass up the near wall. Big check on Saad from Edmondson as he entered the zone. Kings rim the puck around the wall. Couldn't get it out of their own zone yet. Now it deflects up in the air and out. Past Darrell Evans through center ice.
Yeah, good chip there by LaFerriere. He went up against the boards. The defender, Haig, pinched him. They neutralized each other, but LaFerriere was able to chip that puck high and get it out.
Haig for the Knights at their own line. Cross ice pass is gloved down right in front of Darrell Evans by the captain Stone. And now Haig will slow it down just inside the Knights' blue line. Plays it forward. Pearson shoots it deep as the Knights change their defensive pairing. Fogle, he put the Kings ahead. He helps muscle it free in Deneau. And now Trevor Moore back up the right wing. Fogle charges in. The lefty forward goes at McNabb. Turns and curls it up top. Gavrikov just inside the blue line. Back for Fogle. He shoots. Save. Rebound. Moore. Put it off the goaltender and maybe off the side of the net. Knights force it out to center as the Kings one by one try to get a change. Colasar right wing. Hip checked into the wall by Mikey Anderson, but he did get it deep. Deneau pokes it up the boards for Moore. He speeds out to center, then slows down as he hit the red line. Sends it deep without an icing to complete the line change for LA. 5 minutes left.
Kevin Fiala out there again. He's leading all Kings forwards at ice time. He's had a real solid game utilizing his legs.
Hannafin enters, shoots, glove save, Kemper, rebound save again by the goaltender. And now Byfield, he's got 2 assists tonight. Centers for Fiala, he sends a dribbling puck up the right wing for Kempe, who then takes Pietrangelo into the wall. Kings in the offensive zone couldn't maintain possession, and Hannafin sends it up the left wing. Lavoie couldn't get it out. Turned over, Kempe holds it in left circle. Bank pass up top, Edmondson shoots, scores! Joel Edmondson with an emphatic fist pump and a 2-goal LA lead. It's 4-2 Kings with 4:32 left in the third period.
Yeah, it's just the persistence in the offensive zone there by that entire unit. The legs of Kempe, Byfield, Fiala up front, and then the poise from the defense. Joel Edmondson held his ground there back in the left point as the Kings forwards were pressuring. The puck ends up leaking when it came back. Nice little feed there off the boards, and then Edmondson with the shot. Net front presence by Fiala. Puck's in the back of the cage. Kings up by 2 with 4:32 left here in the third.
Off the left post, off the right post, and in. Edmondson, who had 2 apples on Saturday, is on the score sheet with a goal tonight and a big one. It's 4-2 Kings, their largest lead of the game. A 3-goal third period for LA so far, and they lead it with 4:32 remaining in the game.
Yeah, just a great feat back to the blue line there. Kempe, as the Byfield and Fiala were pressuring, Kempe picked up the puck. Instead of just cycling it back, he ends up putting it off the boards right to Edmondson, allowing him to be able to get that shot through.
Knights tried to enter on a stretch pass that was knocked away by Gavrikov, and now Kopitar. Back for Gavrikov in the Kings' end. Across for Anderson near wing. Sent it forward. It was tipped in by Trevor Lewis. Haven't seen a lot from the fourth line here in this third period, but Jim Hiller's told us before, when the Kings get a late lead, you turn to the closer, Trevor Lewis, to help grind out some late grueling shifts in hockey games, and they do that here.
We're already starting to get a couple of looks from the goaltender. Samsonov looking at the bench, so we'll see how aggressive they are in getting them to the bench, trailing by 2 the Golden Knights.
Bruce Cassidy's been known to do that before. Centering pass for Michael, blocked out of the zone by Deneau. Samsonov looks toward the Vegas bench, but can't go anywhere yet. 3:35 left. 4-2 Kings here in downtown Los Angeles. Sent him deep. Anderson tried to get it out, blocked by Hannafin, the defenseman who's in way deep. Sent it around the wall, and now Saad stick handling up the wall. Pressured by Moore. Kings send it to the blue line, couldn't get it out. White Cloud holds it in toward the middle. And now Saad, nice move. Saad shoots, save. Kemper at the far post. Picked up the wall by Saad. Kings take it away. Moore darts into the neutral zone. Couldn't sidestep White Cloud, who stapled him to the boards in front of the Knights bench. And now the goaltender creeps toward the bench but can't leave yet. Knights turn it over on the zone entry. Fiala left wing, centers, and now Kempe into the neutral zone with Byfield. Kempe right wing, tries to get past Eichel, shoots wide left. Saw that he had a forward deep in the Knights zone and tried something but couldn't get it to go. Byfield over the blue line, saucer pass left wing. Kempe and Fiala look for it. Kempe's got it, sends it to the near corner. Fiala, 2:38 left. Goaltender still in for the Knights with the puck in the Vegas zone. Kempe left wing, scans the ice, sends it toward the goal and wide, past Byfield. Right wing Doughty, back for Byfield behind the goal, and the big lefty forward to the near circle. Ladles it back in deep again. Maybe keep away by the Kings here late. Now left circle, Fiala in front, backhand, score! What a goal! Kevin Fiala, and the Kings lead by 3 late in the third period. A 4-goal frame here in Los Angeles, and it's 5-2 LA, a barrage here in the final 20.
Now that line there, they've spent a lot of time in the offensive zone, the legs. They smarch, and Kevin Fiala with the finish right there. For Fiala now, that's 7 goals in his last 6 games. Just been red hot. He's been feeling it, and that line delivers a dagger right there. Kempe to Fiala. Quick little move to the backhand. He elevates it up over the left arm of goaltender Samsonov underneath the bar, giving the Kings a 3-goal lead.
The Kings entered tonight's game just 4-11-1 this season when trailing after 40 minutes. They have lit up Vegas for 4 goals here in the first 18 minutes of period 3. And now down to 2:13 left. We'll see if Bruce Cassidy even opts to pull his goaltender.
Yeah, no motion whatsoever down here, Josh.
Samsonov standing straight up, parked on top of the blue paint in the net off to our left. Kevin Fiala with a terrific backhander, his 23rd of the year from Kempe. As the Kings step in, LaFerriere centers, saved by Samsonov at the far post. And Vegas left to right out of their own zone, and no signs of movement from Ilya Samsonov as Law steps in, guided toward the goal, saved by Kemper. He scoops up the loose puck as a couple of bodies go crashing into the Kings net with 69 seconds remaining in the game.
Yeah, it was ex-King, former King, Tanner Pearson. He went in there. Brant Clark getting a little bit of ice time here late in the game, so that'll bring a stoppage to the play there. And Vegas Golden Knights are going to make a line change right now, and Kings will do the same thing. And wow, it's been quite a third period here by the Kings, where in that second period, a period dominated by the Vegas Golden Knights, that saw them take the lead, but Kings battle back here. What a third period it's been, as they put themselves in a good position now with 1:39 left here in the third, up by 3.
The only stoppages we've had in this period have been goals, it seems like. We've still got 2 more breaks we'd like to try to hit. Minute 35 left and back underway. Kings send it back to the neutral zone of the Knights in their own end. Sent up the wall, intercepted by the Kings, and now Edmondson. Cross for Spence. Final minute and a half of this game as the Kings have rattled 4 goals into the back of the net here in the third period. They lead at 5-2 over the first place Golden Knights, who are looking like they're going to lose for the first time in 3 games. Kings in right wing, sent in deep by Spence. Behind the goal, Moore. He's got 2 goals tonight. And now the Knights in the corner as we approach the final minute of regulation here in downtown LA. Lavoie out to center. Had it poked away, gets it back and shoots it deep. But the Knights would be offside. So with 50 seconds left, the Kings will regain possession in their own zone and slow it down very much there. Spence sends a stretch pass up the right wing wall. Tipped in by Janot. Turcotte speeds after it with 40 seconds left. Turcotte takes it away behind the goal, got knocked down, and then guided it free for Trevor Lewis. Checked into the boards, left circle. Janot shoots wide left from the circle. Up top now, Brant Clark. Tiptoes along the blue line. Clark with it. Nice backhand saucer pass to Moverari left circle. Trying to swing it across, it was blocked. 20 seconds left in the game. 5-2 Kings over the Knights here in LA. Behind the goal, Moverari. Scoops it up, rolled it around the wall. Kings pick it up with 10 seconds left. Turcotte plays it between Pearson's legs. And right to left over the blue line he goes. The fans rise to their feet in downtown LA as the Kings come back from behind in the third period. A 4-goal barrage in the final 20 minutes. And the final score here at Crypto.com Arena, it's the Kings 5 and the Golden Knights 2.
Yeah, what an effort there by the Kings. A great third period. And with the win, they improved to 19-3-2 on home ice. Points in 6 straight, 5-0-1. They get a power play goal for the second straight game. Kevin Fiala remains red hot. 7 goals in his last 6 games. Quinton Byfield, Kempe, Fiala, they were put together as a line. Fogle had a big goal in the third period. Great team effort, gets the Kings 2 huge points.
So the Kings beat the Golden Knights 5-2, and 4 points on the first 2 games of this homestand after the break. It's a 6-game homestand overall, but 3 straight after the 2-week break. They've got 4 points from these first 2, and we'll welcome another Pacific Division rival in the Vancouver Canucks here on Wednesday. Shots on goal in the third period. The Kings with 7 for a 3-period total of 19. The Knights with 7 as well for a 3-period total of 21. The Kings score 4 times on 7 shots in the third period, 5 times on 19 in the game. And they win it by a final score of 5-2 over the first place Vegas Golden Knights. We'll take a break. Talk more about it when we come back here to Crypto.com Arena on the ESPN LA Kings Radio Network.
You're listening to LA Kings Hockey on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app. KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Today's the day for a new Tacoma or Tundra, for a new Corolla or the all-new Camry, for a new Prius or a new RAV4. Yeah, today is the day for a great deal on Toyota's most popular models. Fuel-efficient cars, powerful trucks, versatile SUVs. Check out the latest
play in the moment, and I think trust becomes a massive word when you think about it. Can I trust and each one of the players that are going out there to not only to do their part from a strategic standpoint, be in the right position, be in the right places at the right time, but not get undisciplined and take poor penalties at the wrong time because their ego is bruised and someone took advantage of them, then being able to hold all that in check. So there's just so many dynamics to think about for a team in order to overcome all the obstacles to win a championship. And it's fascinating to me. It's one of the reasons I was able to play 26 years, because once you do it, you understand how fun it is, but also how complicated and intricate it is to kind of get not only the team from a physical standpoint to come together, but how a team comes together emotionally, mentally, and the spirituality around a team, and the respect that lives inside that locker room is incredible.
Follow every second of the action on NHL Network Radio. From behind the bench to every play on the ice. If it's hockey, it's on SiriusXM NHL Network Radio. SiriusXM 91.
I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your SiriusXM NHL schedule for Tuesday, February the 25th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, 7 p.m., Boston Bruins taking the Toronto Maple Leafs. Bruins on Sirius XM channels 91, Internet 921. Leafs on Internet 946. 7 p.m., Washington Capitals face the Calgary Flames. Capitals on XM 223, Internet 950. Flames on Internet 923. 7 p.m., Columbus Blue Jackets face the Dallas Stars. Jackets on XM 201, Internet 927. Stars on Internet 928. 7 p.m., Buffalo Sabres face the Anaheim Ducks. Sabres on Sirius 208, XM 219, and Internet 922. Ducks on Internet 920. 7 p.m., Philadelphia Flyers take on the Pittsburgh Penguins. Flyers on Sirius 211, XM 222, and Internet 940. Penguins on Internet 941. 7 p.m., Montreal Canadiens face the Carolina Hurricanes. Canadiens on Sirius 209, XM 220, and Internet 934. Canadiens on Internet 924. 7:30 p.m., Tampa Bay Lightning face the Edmonton Oilers. Lightning on Sirius 210, XM 221, and Internet 945. Oilers on Internet 930. 7:30 p.m., New York Islanders take on the New York Rangers. Islanders on XM 202, Internet 937. Rangers on Internet 938. 8 p.m., Nashville Predators take on the Florida Panthers. Predators on XM 204, Internet 935. Panthers on Internet 931. 8 p.m., St. Louis Blues face the Seattle Kraken. Blues on XM 203, Internet 944. Kraken on Internet 943. 8 p.m., Minnesota Wild take on the Detroit Red Wings. Wild on XM205 Internet 933, Red Wings on Internet 929. 9 p.m., Utah Hockey Club takes on the Chicago Blackhawks. Utah on XM206 Internet 947, Blackhawks on Internet 925. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on SiriusXM NHL Network Radio, Channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your SiriusXM NHL schedule.